reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old friend AJ, joined as always by the one, the only, Mr. Rob Thompson. Good morning, Robert.
This morning. Good morning.
Good morning. There on the other side, the torta smasher himself.
That's me.
DJ Slick Vic. Good morning,
Hola.
Vicar Brown.
Hola, hola. I'm here.
Hola, hola, güey.
I'm getting tired of these late football thrilling finishes. I need sleep.
We almost had overtime again. I was like, man, every
Might as well have been.
feels like every standalone game at least comes close to overtime.
Another good game. A lot of fun last night.
Which, by the way, you may want to start betting dogs.
I'll tell you
if
what,
you haven't
Rose-
noticed yet.
Yeah.
It was a good night. That last touchdown meant a little bit more to some.
It meant a lot to me personally, very personally. Yeah, it's funny when it was a 4-point game and my wife knew I was sweating plus 3.5. She said, and my wife's she watches a lot of football. She's pretty educated, but she was about 4 ciders in last night, and she looked at me and said, maybe they'll go down and kick a field goal.
Yeah, maybe.
said-
that would be dumb.
I said, babe, why would they kick a field goal to go down to lose by 1? And she was like,
well,
I did just pretend I didn't say that.
have another. But I appreciate the fact that you're involved.
Yeah, I appreciate you trying to make me feel
I'm glad
better.
you're in. I'd have just carried on. Like, you know what? That would be a good move. But I think they might try to score a touchdown first.
Yeah, and then they scored the touchdown and everything. All was right with the world.
You know, we're
right.
going to talk a lot about Jacksonville, and you know, anybody who watched the game heard Troy.
Mhm.
This is your moment. This is the Eminem moment. And despite the vomit on his shirt and the stumbled touchdown, you know, he
Mom's
met a
spaghetti.
moment. He met the moment. But I think the conversation also needs to look at where Kansas City is too.
No, that's certainly a thing, because let's also remember the thing that we thought, oh well, maybe Kansas City's okay, was that they beat the Ravens,
Right.
and this version of the Ravens that they beat is nowhere near 100%.
Super Bowl champions don't give up touchdown drives with X seconds on the clock. That's just not what Super Bowl champions do, either very recent or very soon to be. This doesn't happen to them. That's not what championship teams look like. I don't care what time of the year it is. You just don't let that happen.
Yeah, I'm not willing to throw them out just yet.
Oh, it's the clock's ticking, brother.
But it's certainly, there's something not chiefy.
Yeah, there's going to have to be
them.
some kind of significant shakeup. I don't know, but I can tell you this. You don't lose to Jacksonville. I don't care where Jacksonville is on the improvement chart as their arrow points up on the road like this. Even though it's a roadie, you had this game. Your quarterback played as good as he could play. Interception be damned. I mean, he carried you, and it wasn't enough. You don't have it. Your defense, you couldn't stop Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Which you know, in hindsight, that's probably not a fair statement, because between Etienne, if Brian Thomas can catch a damn football, he caught a pretty damn important one, but that dude needs to get some stickum, or get open. There's something. He's too good a football player not to be more involved, but he's got weapons, is what I'm getting at. And you know, we've started 5 weeks in. Travis Hunter's a baller.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that guy is legit. I don't know. He must be a hell of a cornerback, and we saw some highlights of that. But as a wide receiver, he is a difference maker.
The other thing is the Chiefs, their 2 wins are over teams that are combined 2-8. Their 3 losses are to teams that are combined 11-4.
So I know we're going to talk a lot about the onset of the Jacksonville Jaguar era, but I do think the conversation really should be focused on where is Kansas City exactly. And you know, as we watch the top 25 altered within 4 weeks, unlike anything it had ever seen before, we're watching Baltimore and Kansas City collapse just about the same way.
But we're also, I mean, when you talk about Jacksonville, like there's a real argument to be, and I mean, you got to think Cincinnati came back and won that game that they played with Jacksonville in week 2, and they scored a touchdown with less than 20 seconds left. The Jags win that game 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that was
the Jags are that close to being 5-0.
Yeah,
and like then we'd be saying, okay, this is a serious team.
Now that San Francisco win meant so much to that franchise. I don't think they thought they could, and they did. And last night, it's a moment that I think Jacksonville will remember for a long time. The stumbling touchdown. They're going to name it something. But to watch my quarterback flop around on the ground like a bass and then get up and still score, it is a rather signature-worthy moment for a game that you got a downward trending former champ that you put on the canvas. It was a lot of fun last night. Let's just see if Jacksonville can carry on. But I do think they're in the now we're talking conversation along with the Colts and a couple other upstart teams.
And the Chiefs, it's going to get tougher before it gets easier. The Chiefs' next 5, Lions, Raiders, Commanders, at Buffalo, at Denver. And then the home Colts. So they've got a stretch where it's going to be tough. And, hell, even after that, it's at Cowboys, which
yes, this is shaping up. I think it's worthy of a conversation today to talk about right now at the quarter pole, which is where we are.
Yep.
Relook at who you picked. I had Baltimore, kind of like I had Penn State.
Yeah.
I mean, the world isn't what it was. Who are your current favorites?
Well,
if you had to judge,
think about from the beginning of the season. Who is where we thought they would be?
There's a couple, but for the most part,
I mean, it's Buffalo is where in the AFC it's Buffalo.
That's it.
I don't think anybody else is. I guess maybe Denver and the Chargers are about a little above average about where we thought they'd be.
Well, keep in mind where the Chargers are right now. So no, I
they're
don't know.
3-2.
Yeah, I figured they'd be a little bit better than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Them and the Broncos, who were picked 2nd and 3rd in the division, they're leading their division, but. Who had Pittsburgh leading the AFC North after 5 weeks? Who had the Colts and the Jags sitting
none, but
2 games ahead of the Texans?
So I think it's time to kind of evaluate and reestablish who do you think as we look now into. I think we know who every team is. Where you like because it's not what I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's. I think that the real easy thing is. All these teams are pretty flawed. Like every team is very vulnerable.
And there's we're regressing and progressing to the mean. We have no undefeated, and we only have 1 winless team.
Oh, and they'll stay winless.
Yeah, but I mean, it only took a month. And here we are. We're back to the
the Dolphins popping champagne a month in is
they get to, but this is exactly what the NFL wanted. The parity that they've chased, they got.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing, but I guess the NFL probably thought, well. Parity's awesome, but we still want the Ravens and the Chiefs and those teams to still be good.
The league needs a Death Star. The league needs something to aim for.
Well, I think right now it's the Eagles.
Well, yeah, it kind of is, but even they appear vulnerable.
Very. But you mean the fact that the forward pass has been invented?
Finally. Well, I mean, and they're not.
They don't like that.
But now I'm about to nerd out. But now the Rebel Alliance has the blueprints. You know what I mean? So there is no impenetrable force out there, which right now, it's a little bit sooner than I expected. Thank you.
Vic.
That was cool.
Yes, very, very necessary. Very necessary. Yeah. It is weird because there's not and even, had Buffalo beat the Patriots or had Philly won this weekend, I still wouldn't feel like either one of those 2 teams are like miles ahead. It's just in Buffalo's case, it kind of feels that way because we all thought the same thing coming in. It was in the AFC. It was Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, and Houston.
Exactly. I wouldn't have put Houston up there, but yeah.
Most people thought Houston was going to win that division because the division looked so weak.
No, I'm with you.
And all 3 of those other perceived division winners are below 500.
Yeah. It's topsy turvy, and if you ask me now who's going to go to the Super Bowl, my answer would, I'd like to write down and put it into an envelope. You know what I mean? Because I'm not proud of what I'd say.
Well, my preseason Super Bowl pick was Rams over Chiefs. I still like the Rams a lot.
I think the Rams are okay. The Chiefs, no.
They're 3-2, and it doesn't feel as good as it did early in the season. But both of their losses have been
the NFC isn't
pretty
quite
fluky.
as as wide open because I think there's fewer good teams.
I agree.
But I still think the Rams are as good, and even though they're not nearly as strong as I thought they were going to be for a couple reasons, they're still atop the NFC. They might share their spot, but it's not a huge stretch to say they might not even make the playoffs. It wouldn't shock me. One injury, and that team loses 6 straight games.
Yeah. But when the way that they lost their 2 games, the game last week to the entire game, I still think the Rams are pretty legit. 49ers are, like, if you had told me they were going to have all the injuries they were going to have, I would have said there's no way they're 4-1, yet here we sit.
Yeah, I still think there's possible falling off this narrow path.
I agree. But then kudos to the Lions, who look like
that's the other team in the NFC.
Week 1, it was like, yep, they sure miss those coordinators. They get smacked around by the Packers, and then since then they haven't lost a game. Although Bears, corpse of the Raven, Browns, Bengals. I mean, so who knows?
That Browns win's turning out to be a pretty solid victory. When it happened and how it happened, I'm pretty impressed with how they did it.
It's a Joe Flacco win.
You're right. But that defense turned out to be pretty damn good, and they were able to kind of get past that on the road, right? Was that a roadie?
No, Cleveland was at home.
A home game?
But that means their wins have been over Caleb Williams, a hurt Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco, and Jake
ahead.
Browning.
There's 3 in the there's 3 teams in the NFC, and probably about 4 in the AFC that all have legitimate aspirations, if not complete quality, to the throne. So quarter pole is a completely different look to me than it was just a couple of weeks ago, because there's several that I expected to see late. We ain't gonna see, man. It's just not gonna happen for them.
But that's good, man. To me, it makes it interesting. Like it's a little different.
Like I said, a full Patriot game and then a full Jaguar game that entertained until the end, that both young quarterbacks impressed. I saw good skill players. Etienne, if he continues this, dude, he is a revelation. This guy looks exactly like he did at Clemson. He's finally here.
Well, the Jet, and listen, man, there were some lucky breaks for the Jet. I mean, you get a 99-yard touchdown return off Patrick Mahomes. There's some luck to it, but it takes a little luck to win every NFL game.
Seems to me good teams always seem to be luckier.
And quite frankly, the Chiefs got away with a lot.
That special teams coach might not survive the week.
Might not. Might not. But I think this Jags team, I talked about them a lot in the offseason. Like, Liam Cohen was a coach I really liked. I think they made the right hire for Lawrence, and they've turned into a team that is like built on running the football, and I think it takes a lot of pressure off Trevor Lawrence. You and I were talking about Trevor, and you said there's something going on with him, and I was like, he's dumb.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day,
he's a stupid person.
He's, bless his heart, he's a little slow on the uptake, but as I describe him, he's a golden retriever. He's all in.
Yeah,
he's ready to go, boss. He'll do whatever. But
he never knows where the clock is at. Like the first drive of the game, he ran like 4 yards past the line of scrimmage and just fired it down the field. And it's like, nope, you can't do that, bro. There's rules against that.
That is the most awkward, important touchdown I have ever seen.
Oh yeah, and he had 2. But then, as dumb as he is, he had 2 brilliant throws on the last drive. Probably the best professional throw he's made in his life.
That dart to the the sideline was a beautiful thing to watch.
And then, even though it was a circus play, it was a circus play.
Fetch it up,
he
Trevor.
Got in.
Fetch it up, Trevor. Fetch it up.
So
fetch it up. Come on. Oh, good boy. Good boy.
In past years, when he fell down like that, the Chiefs would have won a close game.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'd be sitting here going, well, Chiefs stole another one. They found a way to win, and this year they didn't.
Jacksonville did everything they could to give it to him on the goal line, but that good boy went and did it.
So maybe it's a pass into the guard, man. Maybe it is. Times are a-changing. Times are a-changing. All right, let's take a break. We got a lot going on today. We got a bunch of UTSA Rice tickets to give away. We've got some ACL tickets to give away as well. All for you, for our people. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Hey, with only 4 teams left in the playoff picture, do you have what it takes to finish off the baseball season in the right place? Twin Peaks has what it takes for you to get there. Let me tell you, catch every pitch, every out, every wheel play like last night while you got a 29-degree icy cold beer bat sitting in front of you. That's right. Get that 29-degree cold beer all game long and at the very #1 sports bar in all the land. That's Twin Peaks. all around San Antonio. And if you're heading out there, you might as well celebrate National Dessert Month because the sweet endings that they've got are perfect, like the last night's finish. How about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with rum chata, AJ? Rum chata. I'll say that again. Oh. Or the Twin Peaks Sundae with vanilla ice cream and a warm Ghirardelli brownie. That's right, it's National Dessert Month, and you get a complete buffet of all the sports when you head over to Twin Peaks. It's a matter of degrees, right? 360 degrees of TV, 29-degree cold beer, and all the sights and sounds of the place to be. Twin Peaks got 4 locations for you, 151 and 410 Days of Allah and I-10, Loopland right there at Park North, and IKEA Lane. You head over to Twin Peaks. The eats are always spectacular. The drinks are icy cold, but you know why I go. It's those scenic views.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your early morning commute, still have that disabled vehicle 1604 westbound at Nacogdoches. It's in the right lane. 5-6 minute delay has you stop and go from Lookout. Now, this road work on Loop 410 eastbound, westbound, Starcrest over to 35. That is causing some delays right now. Did pick up that road work at 35 northbound between O'Connor on over to Tupperwine. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. And that number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CD Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on PrizePicks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on PrizePicks means money. Download the PrizePicks app today and use the code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Football season's in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. You can make picks and win money right now in Texas, and it's so easy. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. It's so easy, guys. Is Javonte Williams going to score a touchdown this weekend? Is Dak going to go higher or lower on his touchdowns? And it's not just football, baseball, UFC, basketball. They've got it all. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees. confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
It's B-Dub. You know I love to ride a motorcycle. Did 3,700 miles in 5 days for charity recently. And if you love the thrill of riding, here's a reminder. Don't roll the throttle if you've had a drink. Even one drink messes with your reaction time and confidence, and that's a recipe for disaster. You're not just risking a DUI, you're risking your life and the life of others. Ride sober or get pulled over. Let's keep our roads safe and our ride smooth. Paid for by NHTSA.
Feel like hitting the jackpot? At Thomas J. Henry, we're making it happen, and you don't even need to buy a ticket. We're giving away $5,000 in cash every week to 5 people from now till December. And then in December, we're giving 2 lucky winners $100,000 each. No scratch-offs, no numbers to pick. Just go to thomasjhenrylaw.com and enter today. Thomas J. Henry. Big wins. No ticket required. No purchase necessary. See rules at thomasjhenrylaw.com.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right.
So if you listen to this song and you drum with 2 hands, are you blasphemous?
No.
Are you only allowed to use one hand?
Did he lose his left or right? I can't
I
remember.
think I got to remember. I think he lost his left. Right?
Oh, I'm picturing.
Who's on first?
Yeah, who's
But
on?
I think it.
I think he did lose his left.
Yeah, I think it was his left. So yeah, you.
There you go.
You know, bless his heart. They're like, yeah, come on, tour. We're going to hire another drummer, but you're more than welcome to sit back there and bang around.
Uh-oh.
Did you throw something out?
No, I thought my hand was stuck.
Yeah.
Yes, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. ESPN released their power rankings now through 5 weeks. So going into week 6, who do you think the best team in the NFL is?
Man, I don't know. The best team and the best team I've seen, I think, are 2 different things. Because I'm still going to say the best team out there is Philadelphia. I mean, they're winning ugly. And they managed to win a football game and not complete a pass and a half. So I think they're still capable of. So, yeah, they're still the best team in the league.
They've got them third.
Third.
They were number 1 a week ago. They dropped them from third.
Yeah, that loss
third.
was. Yeah.
The top 5, and these are like some of these are just shocking. Indianapolis 5.
Well, I would have put them. You know, the best team I've seen was that whooping of the Raiders.
4 Tampa. Which it's hard to argue. I mean, they find a way to win. They do, but I mean, it's working.
Hey, man, you know my stance.
Eagles 3, Bills 2.
I'd have put them 2. That's right.
Detroit 1.
Detroit.
Yeah, and you know, for your reasons, I think you're not giving the Detroit enough credit, and you're not giving the Bears enough credit for a tough loss against a division rival. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I think that's all fair. Shoot, I think they're higher than I thought they'd be. But when you have the worst defense to ever set foot in the Star by either side, dude, they're right there.
Cowboys are 21.
Yeah, and that's with probably the best offense in football, if you consider it.
But ahead of Baltimore.
Which, that ain't saying much, man. That's a low bar.
Yeah, but if I told you, 5 weeks in, you'd be better than Baltimore and Cincinnati, you would have taken that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like saying, well, you got more stats than a dead guy.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got a pulse.
Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs now 10th on the list, sitting at 2-3.
And they're not dead by any stretch.
That's the thing.
There's so much guile on that team. They don't need much to beat you.
This is I'm not going to be like real quick to throw dirt on Kansas City.
I learned my lesson with Brady and the Patriots. Mahomes is still a witch, and you saw what he did last night. It took that to beat him. Now, the defense doesn't take much. One play, and we're having an entirely different conversation right now.
But they are sitting at 2-3. Do you know what when last season they lost their third game?
Super Bowl? I don't know.
The Super Bowl. That was their third loss of the season. This season, it's week 5. They didn't lose a game until week 11 last year when they lost at Buffalo. And then their second loss was a Carson Wentz game in week 18 in a game they didn't need. Yeah. And then their third loss was in the Super Bowl. And it's not that they were worlds better than everybody last year. It's just that all the breaks were going their way.
Well, great teams make their breaks. I mean, they're like I said, guile. They know how to win football games. They're the old man that's still beating the high school player because I know how to play. Physically, you're a lot more gifted. You can jump over me and run around me. I'm just not going to let you do it.
Yeah. Last year in one-score games, the Chiefs were 12-0.
Well, they would have been 13-0 after last night, but that's what scares me because they didn't have to do much more to win this game. Like I said, we'd have an entirely different conversation. But Super Bowl champions, those that were either imminent to be one or ones that were most recently were one that expect to be back, don't give up drives to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a touchdown with a minute and a half to go. That's not what Super Bowl teams do. Not high-ending.
Historically, it's been the opposite. It's been the opponent scores with a minute and a half left, and Patrick Mahomes is on the sideline licking his fingers like, all right, here we go.
So to have lightning strike on your side of the field, that's just a bad omen. It ain't over, but you are on the road to imminent demise. You've had a good run, man, and we've seen it happen before. You're good enough to beat a lot of football teams, but those that are hot and those that are far more athletic and almost equal to you mentally, they're going to beat you.
And Kansas City returns home on Sunday Night Football this week to take on the Detroit Lions.
That's going to be
oh man.
They're going to lose.
That's must-see TV,
I'll tell you what, this is the kind of game that you look at Kansas City, the reserve calm that we have been here many, many times.
Oh, yeah.
And this will be the biggest game Detroit has played since the last playoff game they lost. You know what I mean? This is huge for Detroit. So it'll be an interesting kind of matchup of the old vet that's been here a lot of times and knows how all I got to do is win my one. And don't give me a chance because I will. Kind of game. That's the kind of game that Detroit normally in the past Dan Campbell has not been successful in.
Yeah. Only once in the Mahomes era have the Chiefs started out as poorly as they have this season, and that was in 2021.
Wow.
They got off to a 2-3 start. In fact, they got off to a 3-4 start, and they ended up losing in the conference championship game that year to the Bengals.
Didn't work out too poorly for them.
Yeah, they're still pretty damn good. After their 3-4 start, they finished the season on a 9-1 run, and they ended up being okay. So again, be careful about when we write off these guys.
Yeah, the worrisome part about this is they had a running game last night. Now Mahomes had to be a big part of that.
That's the biggest issue. It's too much of him.
And you still lost, and that was the part of the game that we thought was missing. And if you had that, suddenly, Xavier's more open or more available in Hollywood, who sometimes I wonder if he's even on the same playbook. is more available to you, and it still wasn't enough, which is very bothersome to me. And we can talk about the defense that collapse there, but they've got a good enough defense to maintain.
And while you can say, well, the Jags got lucky to get a pick six, and in a way they did.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, there was like one of the biggest plays, maybe the biggest offensive play of the game for the Chiefs was that play where Mahomes got blitzed and like he was falling away and just threw a moon ball, and the receiver had to come back and catch. I think it was Thornton had to come back and catch it. Barely caught it. Barely missed hitting the ground. And also, it's like that throw gets intercepted more often than it doesn't in the NFL.
But I'm Pat freaking Mahomes, brother.
Yeah, so things were going their way until they weren't. I'm gonna. It's much like the Patriots when in the Brady Belichick era. I'm gonna be real slow to write them off because they seem to find a way. But right now, they certainly don't look like the juggernaut that we've seen over the last 6 years.
It's a slow decline. I mean, they're not falling off a cliff, but they ain't what they were.
I mean, this team was 15-2 last year.
I know.
15-2 in the regular season.
And everybody except maybe Trevor's new wife and baby thought they were going to lose last night too.
Yeah.
I just didn't see that drive happening. I was just shocked that they managed to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, even my wife was saying they should go down and kick
They
a field goal
that
and lose
field
by
goal
one.
like she asked.
Just get the cover.
It would have been the cover move. I mean, we all would have left happy. My attitude wouldn't have changed at all.
Nope, I would have felt real good about the Jags. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your early morning commute, still have that disabled vehicle 1604 westbound at Nacogdoches. It's in the right lane. 5-6 minute delay has you stop and go from Lookout. Now, this road work on Loop 410, eastbound, westbound, Starcrest over to 35, that is causing some delays right now. Did pick up that road work at 35 northbound between O'Connor on over to Tupperwine. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. And that number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Prepare for a cosmic convergence like no other. SpaceCon 2025, landing in San Antonio October 24th to 26th. Meet legends from across the galaxies. Elizabeth Olsen, Brie Larson, Paul Bettany, Ian McDermott, Karen Gillan, Carrie Ann Moss, David Duchovny, and more. I've been waiting years for this. SpaceCon 2025, the universe is ready for you. Tickets available at spaceconsa.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back, my emotions are stable, and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids' activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at bbrfest.com. That's bbrfest.com.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at HEB.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Hey, I am Brant, and her name is Sherry, and she's a friend and a colleague of mine, and we were just praying for her, actually, because she had a major surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is Medishare. That's
of
right.
course.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like with Medishare and your healthcare bills?
You know what? It was seamless. And that's such a blessing when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was.
Yeah.
Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems. And let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in and it's just what you need, it's so refreshing.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. People love Medishare and saving tons of money. The typical family, I'm fond of saying, can save $500 a month.
I am so thankful for Medishare. It's so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way, Brant.
It is a good different. Call right now. They're so easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we have a jammed-packed show, including N.D. Kalu talking about those Houston Texans.
Plus, we will learn more about Project Marble and the upcoming vote with County Judge Peter Sakai. He will join us at 2:35.
Well, I can't wait. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What is this?
When in Rome.
I got to get my earbuds in.
Hold on. Rob knows it.
Dude. When in Rome?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm suddenly in College Station at MC Squared. The X hasn't quite hit, but I need some orange juice.
Yeah. You're thirsty?
I'm a little thirsty.
Man, you're sweating there, Rob. What's
crazy
going on?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't.
You end up dancing to music like this.
And you think it's
and
good.
that leads to kissing girls.
This sounds like this guy.
Oh, it does. Yeah, very much so.
There it is.
Would you? I would. Would you? Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. You've talked. You've talked and looked in the mirror. You've talked.
Sounds like this band.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Very much. Because
You
this
guys-
was a club song before it was this.
You guys listen to weird stuff back in the day, man. Weird stuff.
And
Hey.
actually paid for it.
Yeah.
I know.
I had to.
You know, that makmakeup was expensive.
That's right.
You know how much hair product it was back then? There was an
lot.
investment to go out like that.
That's right.
Glitter?
Oh, and you're only glamming up one side of your
Oh,
face.
yeah.
The David Bowie look.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you had
yes.
one diamond earring, right, on
Oh,
one
no,
side.
I had a lightning
no,
bolt.
the shrimp's earring.
I did. I had a lightning bolt.
I had the shrimps.
No, I had a shrimp too.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. When we we're gonna take a quick break. Actually, before we take a break, I want to give away a pair of these UTSA tickets. Let's go.
Arroz.
Yeah, UTSA against Rice. Got a couple tickets for Saturday in the Alamo Dome. Let's go with caller number 2. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see UTSA and Rice in the Alamo Dome. See if UTSA can get back on track. Make sure you do some tailgating while you're out there.
Oh, that's hard not to.
When we come back, we'll give you the update on Mark Sanchez. Dirty Mark at it again.
The Dirty Sanchez.
We'll talk about that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CD Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on Prize Picks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on Prize Picks means money. Download the Prize Pick app today and use the code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views, and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay? Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at $99.9, or with a barn dominium from just $169.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9 with barn dominium from only $169.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Hey, I am Brant, and her name is Sherry, and she's a friend and a colleague of mine, and we were just praying for her, actually, because she had a major surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is MediShare. That's right.
Of course.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like with MediShare and your healthcare bills?
You know what? It was seamless. And that's such a blessing when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was.
Yeah.
Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems. And let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in and it's just what you need, it's so refreshing.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. People love MediShare and saving tons of money. The typical family, I'm fond of saying, could save $500 a month.
I am so thankful for MediShare. It's so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way, Brant.
It is a good different. Call right now. They're so easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. All right. Mark Sanchez now facing a felony battery charge.
Evidently body slammed this
fight over a parking
this Uber
spot.
Eats driver or whatever he was. Delivery guy.
Prosecutor Ryan Mears said the new charge of battery involving serious bodily injury carries a potential sentence of 1 to 6 years in prison, and additional charges are possible as the investigation continues.
Just kicked the living crap out of
prosecutor says we're literally talking about people fighting over a parking space and or a dispute about where people are parking, and it resulted in someone receiving just incredibly significant injuries. Well, it sounds like 2 people received them.
Well, Sanchez is already out. I think this whole stabbing thing was overblown.
It says a police affidavit alleges that Sanchez, smelling of alcohol, accosted a 69-year-old truck driver who backed into a hotel's loading docks in downtown Indianapolis, leading to a confrontation early Saturday outside the vehicle that prompted the driver to pull out a knife and defend himself. Sanchez was pepper sprayed and stabbed multiple times during the altercation. It became clear after investigators learned more about the truck driver's medical condition that the more serious charge was warranted. Now, I'm of the I haven't seen it yet, but there is video of the altercation.
There's video that I've seen of Sanchez staggering around after he's been stabbed. And there's also evidently video of him doing like wind sprints or sprinting around in the alley before this dude pulls up. But I haven't seen any video of the actual fight, altercation, whatever it might be.
Because I want to know what's going on here. Because let's say, somebody pepper sprays me and pulls out a knife on me, I'm liable to whoop their ass too, or at least try my best to. So it's without video, it's hard to. I guess it'd be hard to prove who's like the faulted party.
There is enough evidence to where the DA upped the charge. So from the initial charge, the DA, through either witness testimony or video evidence, said there's more to it than even first thought. Even with the stabbing, I'm upping the charges. So I can't imagine what kind of evidence they have. But this DA, knowing full well there's going to be a lot of press coverage, TMZ is going to be calling everybody possible and paying for video. This better stick. This is one of those career-limiting moves if you're wrong. And he upped the charges. So I get the sense that Mr. Sanchez better hire himself a good lawyer.
Well, the good news is Fox is hiring a lawyer.
Well, he's on their dime.
Yeah, which I don't know how right that is. The truck driver filed a lawsuit against Sanchez and Fox Corp for compensatory and punitive damages, court costs, and any other relief to be determined in a jury trial.
I'd like to meet that attorney. That was fast.
In the suit, it says that he sustained severe permanent disfigurement, loss of function, other physical injuries, emotional distress, and other damages. He says Fox should have known about Sanchez's unfitness as an employee, propensity for drinking and or harmful conduct.
Truth.
And he says it failed to supervise him in a capacity as an employee.
He's there on their dime, staying in the hotel they paid for. This is a business trip. He assaulted them with Fox everywhere around him. He's at work.
Now you know why I don't drink.
Dude, this dude will never work in the industry again, ever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here, but it appears like he's going to go to jail.
Again, the DA said, it's only petty assault, and then went and got evidence and wait a minute. I got him for more than that. Now, we haven't gone to a grand jury yet. He hadn't been indicted, but the charges are pretty sticky.
Yeah, I would say so. So, he's still hospitalized.
Oh, I thought he had been released.
No, he's still, but he's in stable condition.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in stable condition. So I guess what this means is this is another former Dallas Cowboy just running amok on the streets.
That's right.
Not knowing how to act.
That time at Valley Ranch just changed him.
It really did.
Changed him. He was never the same.
It really did.
The butt fumble meant nothing.
No. This is another former Dallas Cowboy being arrested on wild charges.
Hollywood Sanchez.
I think that's it.
Oh, that's him. That's him already stabbed up. He's already hit at that point.
Going, oh no, this is bad. Oh, he's bleeding.
Oh yeah, he's stuck, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good for old Mark. That's the worst. Is like you're getting fired.
I've been stabbed.
You're going to prison, and you got stabbed.
And I'm gonna be hung over in the morning. This sucks.
Oh, and it's a liquor hangover.
Yeah,
and he probably had some chick about to meet him in the hotel, and that got canceled. And the reason why it got canceled is because that guy took her parking spot.
Right now he's staggering back to the room. At least I got a good excuse.
Yeah.
And he paid for it already, so it's like, dang.
Man, hard times, Mark. Hard times. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that story best we can as it continues to unfold. But it ain't good. It ain't good for old Mark. I'm thinking we've heard our last Mark Sanchez broadcast.
But the dirty Sanchez jokes.
It's kind of a shame because Mark Sanchez is actually pretty good on TV. He's better than some of these guys.
That whole Fox broadcast gets a little much for me sometimes.
I mean, I'll take him over a lot of the other guys. Is all I'm saying.
Dude, he's not cranky old man, dude.
Yeah, I'll take him more often than not. But now he's just another in a long list of Dallas Cowboys.
Former Dallas Cowboys running roughshod across the rest of the country.
This team.
The Cowboys needing legal help.
Yeah.
Body slamming a 69-year-old dude.
Imagine the Cowboys also get named in the suit. The Cowboys should have warned Fox about his behavior.
Years ago. Wait, how long was he there? Like 6 months?
I don't
couldn't have been there. I'd forgotten that.
He probably got into 3 games, if that. I mean, he was. It was about as cup of a coffee-ish as you could get.
Yeah.
All right. We are 1 hour in, friends. 1 hour in the books.
Oh, have you told him we got wristbands for ACO on
I
Saturday?
did tell him that. We'll give those away a little later. You got to stick around for a while. We'll update on Major League Baseball on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Look at your cup holder. It's empty, and you're feeling thirsty. Head to a nearby convenience store and fill it with a Pepsi Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew, or Starry. Grab a delicious, refreshing Pepsi for the road.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Prepare for a cosmic convergence like no other. SpaceCon 2025, landing in San Antonio October 24th to 26th. Meet legends from across the galaxies. Elizabeth Olsen, Brie Larson, Paul Bettany, Ian McDermott, Karen Gillan, Carrie Ann Moss, David Duchovny, and more. I've been waiting light years for this. SpaceCon 2025. The universe is ready for you. Tickets available at spaceconsa.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
Hey, San Antonio, multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country, it all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We'll start with some good news. They just cleared that wreck at 1604 westbound at Nacogdoches. Now, you still might notice a little bit of a slow residual delay as we're starting to get into our morning rush hour. Still have that closure on 410 due to road work. 410 eastbound westbound Starcrest to 35. 90 eastbound 211 to 1604. That's starting to fill in and slow down. Also a bit sluggish along 1604 eastbound Culebra to Bandera and 410 eastbound Military on over to Bandera Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We had another wild one last night as Trevor Lawrence engineered a game-winning drive, capping it with a 1-yard stumbling touchdown with 20 seconds left. Jacksonville is now 4-1, taking down Kansas City 31-28. The Spurs opened up their preseason with an exhibition game against the Guangzhou Loon Lions. They took it 119-88. Wemby had 9 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, and 3 blocks in the win. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All righty, good morning, everybody. AJ and Rob on a Tuesday. Small hump day.
Oh, it's a great day.
Yeah. Rob and I have big plans on Friday. Vic doesn't want to go with us, though.
I gotta work.
Dude, you ain't got to work.
Of course I do.
Just
I got bills to pay.
hit a scratcher, bro.
That's what I'm trying to do. I've been trying for a while.
Telling my wife that for years.
Just hit a scratcher and
hit a
take the day
scratcher
off, man.
I'll be home.
Yeah, my dream is to go to Austin and go to the lottery commission, ride the elevator to the second floor, and go claim it.
Oh, you
I already know where it is.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, I didn't know it's on the second floor, but clearly he's done some research.
I've never
here.
even won enough where you have to wait for the timed safe. Normally they can just pull it right out of the drawer.
My dad won on a ticket. I think he won like 10 grand like 6 years ago.
You think?
No.
It was 10 grand.
No, it was about, I'd say after taxes, about 7, but yeah.
Probably about 6. Probably.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's a windfall. That's about 40%.
Yeah, Rob and I are going down to down Old Mexico way. We're going to drive down to the Valley after the show, and McAllen and Weslaco eat some barbecue on Friday after the show, like real men, not like Vic.
No, I'm you're gonna have to keep me entertained.
Well, I mean, we'll have something.
You have to entertain me.
I mean,
They'll detain me over if I go.
No, you'll be with two gringos. You'll be fine.
Oh, as long as you got a voucher.
That's right.
He's with us.
He's with us. Don't
I vouch
worry.
for him.
So do I have to take my passport in case?
Dude, I would.
I mean,
see.
Just saying.
You ain't got no passport.
I know
what you're talking about. Yeah, where you don't even go. You don't.
Better grab that social security
passport,
card.
please. That dude don't have a passport.
See, thanks for helping.
Yeah. On second thought, we'll bring you.
I'll tell the cops. We just picked this guy
I don't
up
know,
on the side of the road.
He was cleaning our windshield at the light in McAllen. I don't know.
Like, shut up,
I hid his wallet from him, so when he reaches in for his ID, he's like, "Oh, I don't have it."
Oh man.
I recommend you use the zip ties, officer.
I don't know.
He looks like a
Spanish.
flight risk.
All right. Major League Baseball, the playoffs underway, and last night was the NL games. I kind of like how they've split it up. Now it's AL on one night, NL on the other night. I'm cool with that.
I only watched the late game.
All of the series except for one are 2-0 right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers Mariners, who game 3 is tonight.
That one's close.
They're 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But the Yankees are down 2-0 to the Blue Jays. The Phillies are now down 2-0 to the Dodgers.
And they got to go back to the L.A.
Yep.
This is not – I mean, it was a fun game last night, but it doesn't appear this is going to turn out to be the series we hoped it would be.
And the Cubs down 2-0
that one's they're expecting
to the Brewers. Yeah. So tonight we get the 2 AL games, and then tomorrow we'll get 2 more NL games. But got a good little rotation going. I don't know which one of the. I think maybe the Yankees are maybe the most corpsey right now.
Chicago doesn't look good.
No, they don't. I'm not going to count out the Phillies because the Phillies roster is so good. Like, who knows? And these games have been pretty close.
Yeah, I have a baseball question.
Okay.
When he bunted the first time, and you saw that fancy little loop that they were going to do with Mookie, that little what's that play called? Wheel play. I heard it described. And then he did it again.
Yeah, I would have reconsidered.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was. If a perfectly placed ball, no matter what, they felt like they could execute it no matter how they were going to play it, or he's a good bunter, but it didn't go where he wanted it to go.
You can't risk that at third base. You never want to be out at third base. That's
right. And that was the whole purpose of this play, was to jam him at third, right? Yeah. So that was I don't know baseball, but that was kind of like a Philly special, right? That was an interesting defensive maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was something you don't do normally, to jam him at third. That little loop from Mookie, that was cool, and it worked twice.
Yeah, unfortunately, it means the Dodgers are winning baseball games, and that's what we're all trying to avoid. That unless for some reason the Dodgers play the Yankees.
And I
in the
think
World
the
Series.
manager there for Philly is, by name alone, the most brilliant man ever.
Yeah, I know.
Really work on the field.
You're a huge fan of that.
I won't question anything he decided to do.
Huge fan of that. Yeah, the Tigers-Mariners game today is the early game. That's Jack Flaherty and Logan Gilbert going in that one, and then Shane Bieber and Carlos Rodon go in the Blue Jays-Yankees game this evening. So if you no football tonight. So if you're itching for sport, those are your games.
I'm in the middle of the Ed Gein story.
Watch
that.
Oh
man, I'm telling you.
I know the story. He's just such a weirdo.
Well,
is it now? Is this like a?
It's a combination of all the.
From
Buffalo Bill to the
Buffalo Bill's based on him, or at least partially.
Well, evidently,
based on
what
him.
they're trying to show is every modern serial killer, whether it be movie or real, really was born from him.
Yeah.
From
Psycho
to Buffalo Bill and all that from.
Is this like the Dahmer series?
It's from the same people. It's literally shot the same way with the it's exactly
I'm
like
gonna
the Dahmer
that,
series.
Man. I thought the Dahmer series was so good.
Oh yeah, this is some pretty gruesome stuff. Man.
People got mad about that Dahmer series.
This
they
one,
didn't like that.
I'm surprised that they're not mad about this. We got a little bit of necrophilia happening.
Yeah,
it's kind of difficult to watch.
Little bit,
little necrophilia. Little skin face going on. Little skin. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That also came from this guy.
So is Charlie Hunnam Ed Gein?
Him? Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
The guy.
And he talks with a really.
You know what? Every time he talked, I thought it was stupid.
Dude,
that's
what is that? Must have been how he really talked, which makes him even creepier.
Like, hi guys.
Yeah,
no. He needs to talk different.
Oh boy!
Look, is that him right here?
Yeah, right there, baby. That's him.
Why'd they get such a handsome guy to play him?
Well, he's a TV actor. You got to sell tickets, baby.
I know, but it's when
good old blue eyes.
Ugly guys are a lot scarier than handsome guys. Like they should have found did they ugly him up in this? Is he?
Yeah. I mean, so
they should have.
Look on the left. There's a. Yeah. They're trying to compare him. The haircut. Yeah, he looks pretty close, man.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. He's just too.
I buy it. When you see it, you'll buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm worried he's a little too handsome.
And then that's one of the faces he wore.
How many episodes is this?
It's a long one because I'm several hours in and I don't think we're done yet.
Hold on, let me look at see where I left off.
But it's been since last Wednesday.
Yeah.
I started watching.
No, it came on this weekend, so I must have watched it at some point over the weekend.
Let's see.
I think I started watching it Friday night. Yeah. It was on Friday.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to do anything on the weekend.
Yeah,
maybe I'll start that. I just finished Mayor of Easttown,
which was
what a great show.
Yeah, far better than this.
What, I mean,
this doesn't quite measure up to that one.
I can't believe I hadn't watched that yet.
It was,
and the last twist at the end, I didn't see coming, and it was just really well
done.
It's
to the point whenever HBO releases any limited series, it's been I trust it's. And they've got a new one out now that I haven't begun.
There's 8 episodes.
Yeah,
8 episodes, and they're all an hour each.
They're about an hour.
Pretty close. Yeah, it feels
the last
like
one's an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 4.
I think I'm right where you are.
Are you watching it with your wife?
Nah, she wasn't home.
Okay,
so
of course not.
You watching it with your wife?
Yeah.
Is it like you getting any action after?
This is not. Oh, by the way, I've been forgetting to bring this up. Emmanuel, they've remade Emmanuel. There's a bunch of dudes out there like, no way.
What?
What are you even talking about?
You don't remember the Emmanuel series back in the early 80s?
No.
Oh, it was soft porn at its finest.
No.
Oh, Emmanuel, there's lots of young men that discovered lots of things on their own watching Emmanuel, and they've remade it. It's like re-meeting your first. Oh yeah.
Like what is
Emmanuel was a movie series back in the late 70s, early 80s that was just straight soft porn that you could watch on Skinamax and whatnot. It was before the Skinamax made for Skinamax movies were made. This was just soft porn.
Okay.
It's Sylvia Crystal, I believe, played Emmanuel. She was like a soft porn star, and they've remade it.
Okay.
For guys of my age.
Nice.
Yeah.
Emmanuel.
She's pretty hot.
Oh, well, it's not so much about the star, which I assume is beautiful and sexy beyond belief, but there was a series. She probably made 4 or 5 Emmanuel movies back in the
French erotic films.
Yeah.
There we go.
And they've got a new one on HBO.
Sylvia Crystal.
That's her. See, yep.
Wow, this is 1974.
Yeah. OG porn.
I was 3.
When people were rocking the crotch fro.
Oh, God.
Weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean that's. I'm not saying that's weird. I'm saying I can't believe I've never heard of this.
Man, well, there's a contingent.
It's foreign. That's why you got.
Well, it wasn't so much foreign. Is that you could watch it on HBO. You didn't have to. It wasn't the scrambled Channel 99 where it would pop in every now and again.
Yeah.
This was straight up just about all the way there.
Says the first Emmanuel film was the 1974 French theatrical feature starring Dutch actress Sylvia Crystal in the title role. She came to be the actress best identified with the role. The film pushed the boundaries of what was then acceptable on screen with sex scenes, skinny dipping, masturbation, the Mile High Club, rape, and a scene in which a dancer lights a cigarette and puffs it with her vagina.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to go to I had to go.
What?
I had to go to Acuna to see that live, but
it says while unlike many films that tried to avoid an X rating, the first Emmanuel film embraced it and became a success with a viewing audience estimated at 300 million. It remains one of France's most successful films and played in the Arc de Triomphe Theater for over 11 years. In France and the U.S., the film was uncut, but British censors balked at masturbation and explicit sex. Heavy cuts were then made to the film, including the complete removal of the opium den rape and the famous cigarette sequence in the club.
Man.
Wow.
Well, they've remade it, and it's on HBO right now.
Crystal, several sequels starring Crystal followed. She sold her interest for $150,000, missing on a share of the film's $26 million domestic gross.
Oh my God!
She was paid $6,000 for her role, but negotiated a $100,000 contract for the sequel, Emmanuel 2.
She earned every penny.
Man, no, I've never heard of this stuff. So now there's going to be a new one out, huh?
Well, it's already out. I was when I went to watch the there's that new HBO series, and I saw this one out. I'm like, oh, they remade Emmanuel.
Who's it starring?
I don't know. I haven't really dug more than saw the icon.
Naomi Merlon.
Well, there's great expectations. I can tell you that. There's a standard that has been set.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've never seen this gal before. She is. Oh well, that's because she's only in French movies. It appears, but no, I've not seen this gal before. Oh no, she was in that movie Jumbo, where it's such a weird movie. There's a movie called Jumbo where a woman falls in love with a ride at an amusement park. And you tell me Hollywood's out of ideas.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Hollywood's out of ideas, please.
Seinfeld made fun of Emmanuel with Rochelle.
Okay.
A young woman's strange, exotic journey from Milan to Minsk.
Oh, and they found a yogurt murder person, right?
Yeah, they did. The DNA. Man, what a letdown.
Which, by the way, I don't know if I, like...
Oh, guess what? We solved it.
Yeah, they did the documentary, which is like, by the way, this is like the 5th documentary that's been done. There's been books, documentaries. They've never been able to find this person.
Oh, we solved it. I'm sorry.
40-something years. And now suddenly,
he's been dead since 1989.
A week after the documentary comes out. Oh, yeah, we solved it.
He's dead. Oh, I'm sorry. It was over here in the file.
Yeah,
we didn't tell you? We solved it.
He killed himself.
Yeah, he's dead.
Who was on the case? Drebin? they found it. You know, it was
Drebin.
Misfiled here.
Police squad gave us the press conference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's in this file right over here.
On the wrong
we
cabinet.
solved it.
The wrong
cabinet. No, the guy that did it's been dead for years, but it's over.
So when you watch the Ed Gein show with your wife, you pretty much know you're not getting sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, my wife is she's a true crime addict.
But it does not arouse her.
No, skin suits and necrophilia is not a turn on for me either.
I am an addict of true crime as well.
Yeah.
So no, she was.
And also, I'm very good at just disconnecting. Okay, so we just watched this horrific movie, or we watched this terrible show about it.
Oh no, yeah, that's just.
I can easily just shut that part of my brain off and flip back over to, hey, we should do sex.
Yeah.
And
it certainly
doesn't work. Doesn't work that way for my wife.
No, it does. It's not. It won't lead you down that path. I can tell you that.
No.
That's there's a couple scenes in Gein that we're gonna have to talk about.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in that.
Yikes.
Okay. I want to. We haven't had an update in a while on the Project Marvel situation. And
sadly, we kind of dropped the ball. Yesterday was the last day to register to vote for those that had not registered.
Okay. You know what? We got to take a break. I got a problem with this.
Well,
I got to tell you why. Now, I can't vote on the Project Marvel
you
anyway.
don't live in the city, yeah.
But I do have a problem with this voting situation. We'll talk about that on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Dr. Jacob Torres, the Institute for Functional Health, they are, I say they in the broadest sense, my doctor, whether it be for weight loss, whether it be for aesthetics, whether it be for rehabilitation, whether it be for your annual or weekly checkups, they handle it all. It's soup to nuts there. I walked in the door at the Institute for Functional Health about 10 years ago. I'd heard stories about Dr. Torres and his success with people like me in losing weight. Now, this is long before semaglutides and the pills and the shots and all this. And even today, what Dr. Torres does is absolutely effective. You lose weight and keep the weight off because you learn how to address food in a different way. I know that sounds crazy. I'm a foodie. I love a great meal like the next people, and there was no way I was ever going to be able to give that up. But what I learned from Dr. Torres is how to eat, when to eat, and all things in moderation. Now, there's no secret sauce to losing weight. You take in fewer calories than you burn, you will lose weight. But it's the mental attitude that'll get you through. It's the mental side of things that'll get you to the longer, healthier life that you're seeking. And Dr. Torres can help you get there better than anybody I've ever met. I want you to call him today. I want you to meet him. The number's 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. Go there. It's a great resource. But let me tell you, if it's time to lose weight, if you have resolved that no longer do you want to feel this way, call Dr. Torres today. You will change your life. And when you do, come on by and thank me later.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, Number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play. Or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I don't know if I should say congratulations on the tie. I mean, it beats one of the alternatives. I mean, so that's a good football team you guys had a tie with.
Yeah, and you've been asked a lot. Would you change the rules?
Again, would I change the rules? I don't know. I mean, I maybe would add a little bit more time to overtime. Again, I think at the end of the day, whether you win, lose, or tie, man, this league, there's always something humbling coming around the corner versus the next opponent, so you got to get ready.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1. All right. Remember I went and got my driver's license a couple months ago?
Yeah.
And when I was there, registered to vote.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Now, my wife is, she's much more politically driven than I am. As you guys know, I hate all politicians pretty much equally. I think everybody's terrible. And
so is she registered?
Well, that's the thing. Got an email yesterday saying your voter registration's been canceled.
What? Why?
But I don't know. So mine and hers, neither one of us are going to be registered to vote for next month's stuff. Which I'm not saying there's a conspiracy here.
Well, first of all, did you get a reason to why?
No.
They just said you're not registered to vote.
Yeah.
And there's no number to call, no.
Oh, my wife's going to dig into it today.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's unfortunate. And they have really, I mean, the attempt to disenfranchise voters is real.
Yeah.
It's real. And it doesn't matter your last name or your zip code.
But, Rob, I'm white.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
the attempt to disenfranchise.
Tell them you're voting red, and they'll
real.
bypass it, but then vote blue at the last minute.
So that's not surprising. But yesterday was the last day to be registered to vote. Now, the good news is you wouldn't have been actually voting for Marvel.
No,
you
I'm
would
not.
have been
It's
voting
not my
to
responsibility.
approve what now the county has a stake in this, and you would be voting for their bit of it. But it's drops in a bucket according to as opposed to what Marvel is. And yesterday was the last day. I think. Things are heating up. You've seen the Spurs have thrown their ad campaign out there. I find it very interesting as a guy who pays attention to political ads. Notice how the Spurs have framed it. They lead with no taxes to any families. Right. And notice the narrative voice. It's a Hispanic woman.
Yep.
They're talking to wives, husbands and wives. They're talking to the attempt is to talk to the purse string holders, not to the sport fan, not to the dad or the kid. You've got mom talking about no taxes to us and the benefits and the investment in all of that. So that's the angle that I appreciate the way they've gone, and they're stressing the most important thing that everybody needs to know. It will cost you nothing.
I thought we were past decisions being. I thought we were already
voting
this was
to
happen.
approve the chase for the money.
Okay.
That we're voting to approve to go get the bonds. We're going to go get the money. That's what we're voting for. We're not voting for now how to spend the money has been decided. We're voting to go get the money.
Okay.
To go get the loan. Use our AAA bond rating. To use our bond rating to go get the loans. That's what we're voting for.
I thought we were already there, quite frankly.
Well, the discussion
was
how are we going to spend the money and how much are we going to have to kick in? Well, now we know, but now it's about getting the money. It's a bond election.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, my wife was saying, she's like, yeah, there's a lot of people who are against the Project Marvel thing still. Like, she's on Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I don't know of what's going on with that. But she's like, and a lot of people, like, one of the big complaints is, sure, there's a lot of jobs coming, but they're all low-paying jobs. It's like concessions jobs and things like that. And it's like, well, okay, well, what's the alternative? Like,
no jobs.
No jobs? And
no, the alternative is like when you have a kid who's holding out for a management position. Like, no, dude, you just need a job. Get a job and worry about the quality of the job later on. Because for every menial job, there's a supervisor. Yeah. And for every supervisor, there's another supervisor.
So they're called entry-level jobs.
Yes, that's what happens. Now, this isn't a high-tech field, and my biggest concern.
But also, Rob, I didn't know there was a high-tech. There was a tech company looking to build in that same spot.
That's all of that. the biggest worry right now as a voter is that I think there's a general consensus that this is going to pass and rather easily. That people get lackadaisical. That I don't need to vote.
Yeah.
I don't need to because we're all for it. I
Sure.
mean, and the thing about it is those that are anti are going to go stand in line. The old saying is for things like this, people that one side will fall in love and the other side will fall in line.
Okay.
And what is typical is the side that falls in love, only about 30% of them show up because they feel like everybody else feels like me. I don't need to go today.
Right.
Where those that are anti, they ain't a lot of them, so they fall in line.
Sure.
So that's been the fear here in San Antonio, that's where it is. And the major argument anti has been, well, what about infrastructure? What about, going and fixing streets and drainage? We just lost like 8 people at a flood zone for the second time in 30 years at the same freaking place. Why don't we fix that? We should. This has nothing to do with that. It has zero to do with it. It has nothing to do with infrastructure, and there is no reason why the city council can't go get and do and fix that too. It's not one or the other. Both can be true and should be true.
Well, no, I agree. And my wife said, yeah, it's weird that people don't seem to be like these people who are against the Project Marvel thing don't seem to have any concern about life without pro sports. Like they don't think it's a big deal if San Antonio doesn't have a sports franchise.
San Antonio's godfather, patron saint, and all that he is Henry Cisneros, who, by the way, spectacular interview on the Blitz the other day. If you missed any of what Henry had to say, just spectacular. And Henry put it best. If you haven't read or heard, Henry said, I want you to picture what San Antonio will look like if the Spurs leave. And if you want to get a good picture of what the San Antonio area will look like when the Spurs leave, look at Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland had at one point, they had the A's, they had the Raiders, they had the Warriors. Now they got nothing. They're a national joke.
It's like man, you don't want people don't realize like not the what did you say like your sports franchise or your welcome mat or something
They're San Antonio's welcome mat. They're our front porch. They invite people in to experience what our city is from far away.
And if they're like, I know San Antonio only has one team, but at least there's a national brand that everyone recognizes. You say the San Antonio Spurs, everybody knows what that is. Like,
and now it's worldwide.
And there's not really anything else in San Antonio like that.
No, I mean, we will always have the Riverwalk, and people will always come and spend a weekend. But as fortunes come and go, so will vacation dollars come and go. Right. The Spurs will always play at the minimum 50 games in that building with preseason, and they will fill that building whether the economics are up or down.
Hopefully
they will always be there, and those entry-level jobs will be there, and those people that come in, it's an economic multiplier. It's a force multiplier. Is it the only answer? No,
of course
not. But it is a massive part of where our city should be in 25, 30 years from now. Where we think we should be, this is the first step to getting there.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody can look at this and go, it just doesn't seem like a good
right.
idea.
Fix the streets. Yes, fix the streets and fix the drainage. Meeting. But that is, there's no reason, and absolutely it should happen. And it won't cost, this thing again, costs you nothing. Nothing. I'll say it again. Nothing if you don't want to pay for it. Now, if you want to go down and buy a beer, it'll cost you. If you want to go down there, it's going to spend, and trust me, if you don't want to spend that money, somebody else will.
Yeah. No, that's just the facts.
We paid off the dome, the Alamo Dome, in like 5 years. In Dallas, the very same taxation method, the very same idea has paid off the Cowboys Stadium in record time. They're 8 years ahead of schedule, whatever that is. It works, and it works fast.
Well, I don't understand the pushback on this thing. It just seems so obvious to me. But again, it's not. I'm not here to vote on it. So
we are, and if you're in the county, go vote for that. That's an easy one. But if you're in the city, and if you're pro, you just got to get up and vote. And there's just no getting around it. Don't trust the fact that because all of your friends and all your neighbors are all in on this, that all have Spurs jerseys and GSG and a tat on their ass, doesn't mean they've gotten out to vote. You got to get out there and do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's your latest. So when is that vote?
November the 4th.
Okay, first in November.
Normally the first Tuesday of the month.
Okay. Well, yeah, I did think it was weird though that I got like both my wife and I, they're like, no, yeah, you're not going to be able to vote.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
unfortunate. Again, Tuesday, November the 4th. I can't imagine what it is.
I don't know what it could be either. I'm going to put up a stink about it, though. And usually, that's another good thing about the VA. Like, I usually talk to somebody in
Truth, yeah.
like in Veterans Affairs, and they'll make sure you get to vote.
That's a good idea.
So that may be the route that I go. But, yeah, I'm a big while I hate politicians, I am a big believer in voting. I'm a big believer in going through with the process.
Hence democracy.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
like
really
that.
the essence of the whole thing that they're trying to take from you.
I'm pro-democracy. I'm for that. I am. All right. Let's hit a break, and let's see. I've got some Cowboy sound that I need to get into. We didn't get into any of the Cowboy sound yesterday after the big win.
Hear those MVP chants for Dak?
Oh boy! Well, they've got 2 wins now, Rob.
MVP.
So 2 wins.
MVP. We're 500.
Why don't you just give him the trophy?
500.
And we will remember we're going to do the stat is right at some point today. How many rushing yards will Javonte Williams have in this coming game? And whoever's the closest this week, we've already got 1 registered from yesterday.
Yeah.
Whoever's the closest this week is going to win tickets to go see Cowboys v. Commanders next weekend in Dallas. All right. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
I hope you got up this morning and washed yourself clean underneath the Connecticut water softened shower. If that was you, carry on. You are doing things the right way. If you have not had the good fortune of either purchasing or actually using a Connecticut, it's hard for me to describe what you're missing because, quite frankly, I don't think about it all that much. When you've got a Connecticut, the worries are gone. I'm not worried about my whites turning gray. I'm not worried about my ice makers slowly clogging up with that sediment. I'm not worried about my dishes just turning white with all that stuff, all that white powder. I don't know what it is. I'm not worried about dry skin. I'm not worried about dry hair. I've got a Connecticut. Heck, I'm not even worried about salt. I can't remember the last time I bought it because, quite frankly, I don't use nearly as much as I did with the only time I've ever had a non-Connecticut water softener, and that was when I lived in another state. With a Connecticut, I have never once had a problem. I am honest with you. I have never once had one problem. I've got the warranty, just never had to use it. And if you've always thought Connecticut was too expensive, man, are you wrong. Right now, if you'll call 656-PURE, that's P-U-R-E, Connecticut would love to come out to your home, put one of their great water treatment systems in your home. If you're already plumbed for it, for 90 days, you'll find out what I'm talking about. And when you decide to get it, and I'm sure you will, great offers going on. With approved credit, you got 12 months, no finance charge, 0%. There's money in your old water softener, up to $400 there. And a gift, a reverse osmosis drinking station that'll fit your decor. They'll make it fancy like your home, but what it'll do is eliminate that need for water bottles. You got fresh, ready water, coffee quality water right there at your sink all the time. What are you waiting on? Call 656-PURE. Go to Connecticut SA for all the details. But let me tell you, go get yourself a Connecticut, and I know you're going to come by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a couple of new trouble spots. An accident on Loop 410 southbound just past South Cross. That one's causing about a 15-minute delay. Slow from Sinclair. 151 eastbound Ingram. This wreck also causing about a 17-minute delay. That has you stop and go from Military. Still have this closure northeast side due to road work. Loop 410 eastbound westbound closed between Starcrest on over to 35. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job. job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6. The Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. The Dallas Cowboys, 2-2-1 Dallas Cowboys.
500.
That's right. Hey, do we have a guest on today? Do we have a? Okay.
Unless Mr. Carbox showing up. I don't
know. What day do we have Mike Elko typically?
Wednesday.
Are we gonna have him tomorrow?
We'll get confirmation today.
Okay.
The schedules seem to be varying. We got him last week. We didn't get the week before.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a good win last week. I'd like to catch up with old Coach Elko.
Yeah,
you were just talking about it's tough ticket these days.
Yeah, I'm on the Aggie ticket line. In the looking to sell lines are going. They started at about 150 for some of those tickets, and now I see them at 225, 230, and that's third deck. 6 o'clock with Florida coming in with the opportunity to stay in the top 5. College Station is going to be on fire.
They are lit. Good for them, man.
Yeah, man.
Good for Aggie.
It's good times in
It is a good time right
land.
now. All right. This is going to be their first playoff appearance, right?
Yeah.
Assuming they don't,
we
they
haven't
don't have
won
an
a
epic
conference
collapse,
title
but,
since, 99?
Yeah.
With Sir Parker around the edge?
Yeah. But, yeah, that'll be – this is lining up, I mean, knock on wood, who knows? There's still a lot of time for Aggie to Aggie.
There's plenty of ways the shoe can drop. Trust me, a lot of battered Aggies hanging around there, but
it looks like they're going to be their first playoff appearance this year. A huge season. All right, back to the Cowboys. The 2-2-1 Cowboys. Shoddy yesterday. They talked about Javonte Williams, and again, he's in the next segment. We'll give away we'll play the stat as right. And register someone, see if we can find someone who knows how many yards Javonte is going to rush for this week. But they asked Shoddy, is there a plan to keep Javonte fresh for the end of the year? Because it does seem like he is getting a lot of work right now.
No, we're mindful of it. I think, it's a situation where you never want to, put that thing into the atmosphere of what could happen, but it is a violent position, and he's playing great. But I think you see us, when you get a guy like Jaden Blue, some exposure. He played well yesterday. His numbers won't say that. We blocked one play like on the perimeter, and probably a bad call on my part, but he didn't really have a chance on that. But you look at the explosiveness on the kick return he almost took, and so like that's where sometimes we get the bird's eye view, we see it live, then you watch the video of it and you see the stats and you're kind of like, oh, Jaden didn't play very well, but that's not the case at all. He actually did some really good things, but Javonte, he's the bell cow, and he's earned that. We believe in him, and that's the way we'll approach moving forward.
Yeah, it was nice of Coach to say good things about Jaden Blue, but
he's a little tentative. But the kick return did show the athleticism that we saw.
Sure.
He's got burst and breakaway and all that stuff, but he's still a rookie, and, man, that block was nasty. He missed whiff. Dude, you feed the bulldog.
Yeah.
You feed the bulldog until the bulldog is no longer hungry, and then you feed him some more. Sadly, running backs are an expendable resource to win football games.
Then he talked about the defense and the changes that they made on the defensive side. They asked him how he thought that helped with the game plan.
Yeah, I think the changes are important because I think when you make changes, you give the players confidence. I think that the fact that we're making these guys all compete every day to earn their spot, keep their spot, whatever it is. I think it starts with the changes, right? We were going to make changes. I thought the coverage was way better. The pass rush was excellent. I think that goes back to what we want to do. And we see we carry a lot of defensive linemen because it's important to us and goes back to the whole win the line of scrimmage thing. But, I think because of the pressure we were able to get, it certainly helps the pass coverage. Now, let's be honest, we didn't play the run very well yesterday, and we gave up, I think, 6 explosives, and a lot of that was some of the alignments, the linebackers got to adjust and move and change, and Shamar James is going to be an incredible player in this league. I really do believe that. And K9 got forced into a spot he hadn't been playing when you lose Sanborn. But I'm proud of those guys because of the adjustments that they were able to make and to go out there. And literally we held them to 6 points in the first three quarters. And obviously we played a little bit conservative late and tried to keep the ball in front of us and slow the game down.
That's there was a lot of positive takeaway from the game this weekend with the Cowboys, and when you win in blowout fashion like that, it's rare that anybody brings up the bad things. The Cowboys kind of suck at tackling.
Yeah,
they're not a very good tackling team.
And this isn't new. These guys, this has been a problem they're a good hitting team. They're just not a good wrap up and tackle team.
They all of their secondary guys curl up into a ball and just kind of launch themselves at you.
Well, Donovan Wilson is a heat-seeking missile, and if he hits you correctly, you're going to go down, period. But he doesn't wrap up. He's missed a lot of tackles. He gives up a lot of yak, a lot of after contact. Those guys do get run over. That's nothing new. But I will give them credit where it's due. That the defensive line, and we know how bad the Jets are, but the defensive line, there were stunts going on that worked. They were slow. I don't think they work against a lot of teams, but I'll give them the A for effort and at least an alteration to scheme. I don't like when the coach says a lot of the problems we had were scheme related. That goes directly to play calling and prep. That's not players.
Well, they asked him about the transition back to play calling, and here's what he had to say about that.
No, you never do that, man. Why would you ever do that? Then next week I come in, you can be like, man, you suck. And I'll be like, yeah, my kids were laughing the other day. They're like, Dad, how'd you do? And I was like, 6'7", whatever that thing means. And they're like, you know about that? I'm like, yeah, I'm 51. I'm not 90. you know. But no, man, listen, you know me. I just I call to try to get guys involved, but the players are the ones that make the magic happen, and the staff's done a great job of getting our guys prepared to go with whatever we dial.
I'll give him an A for that, man. This offense is clicking.
Yeah, no doubt. And could be getting even better if they can get some bodies back, particularly on that O-line, and obviously CeeDee Lamb pretty important as well.
It's still early. I think, we'll find out a little bit more next couple of days. I think we're trending in the right direction on a few guys. I'm seeing progress on all the guys, but whether they're able to make it for this weekend, we'll see. But I do think that we're closing in on some good markers for these guys in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so here's the next thing I'm going to play is Rico Dowdle.
Who?
Your former Dallas Cowboy Rico Dowdle talking about the Cowboys this week.
Oh, for sure. They got to buckle up. I think they know for sure. I've been there 5 years. They didn't keep me there for 5 years for no reason. I definitely would say that. But we're looking forward to playing those guys next week. We'll get to it. We'll handle that when I get there.
And then Shoddy, they asked him his thoughts on Bryce Young, and he brought up Rico as well.
Yeah, again, I didn't do Bryce coming out. I'm very close with their quarterback coach, Will Harriger, who is here on our staff, and I think he's an incredible coach and has a very, very bright future in this league. And I think it goes back to your point. If you do that, you draw from that. You gain confidence. He's got some very, very good weapons. He's got Leggett. He's got Renfro. Sounds like, Tet McMillan's playing great. And then, of course, I think the main thing they want to do is run the football, whether it's, Hubbard or Rico. And it'd be good to see Rico this weekend. I know we're going to have to buckle up, he said. So we'll bring our seatbelts, Rico. We'll buckle up. I can't wait to see him, though. But, no, I think, Bryce is a young player, and he's playing a lot of football, and that helps him, gain confidence.
Which, by the way, a lot of people think that, like, Rico's now taken over as the number one guy. I don't think he's their first option, despite running for 200 yards last week. I still think Chuba Hubbard's their guy. And then, finally, this was Chase Daniel. Former NFL quarterback Chase Daniel talking about Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. He's playing at another level. I watched the game again and rewatched it, and he's playing elite type level. Look, I know they're 2-1. They still have given up more points than they have scored. But if you watch Dak Prescott play the position of quarterback, whether he's checking in and out of stuff, whether he's hitting deep balls, he's doing all of this right now. Like, Dak and the Dallas Cowboys have the best offense in the league, and they're doing all this right now without their starting 4 offensive linemen, CeeDee Lamb or Turpin, which is receiver 1 and receiver 3. There's a guy that led the Dallas Cowboys in receiving. I had no idea who it is. And so just put some respect on Dak Prescott's name, because he is playing at another level. It's exciting to watch. I don't think the Cowboys are a good team, but the position of quarterback, Dak Prescott is playing it better than anyone else in the NFL right now.
It's hard to argue that. He has been pretty phenomenal.
We talked about it yesterday. This is the best Dak can play. This is it. You will never see a better version of our quarterback than right now.
And at least per Pro Football Focus, he's certainly up there. He's 4th right now amongst quarterbacks, trailing, and Marcus Mariota is number 1. He hasn't played
limited reps.
Yeah, very limited reps. But Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, then Josh Allen. So, like, anytime you're in that you're in a conversation with Josh Allen, the MVP, and Matt Stafford, who's chucking it around for seems like 500 yards a game, you're in a good place. So, no. As much as we've banged on Dak in the past, any problems that the Cowboys are having this season are unrelated to him.
And it's fun to watch. I'm thoroughly enjoying watching a guy, and it really does have a lot to do with Shoddy. I think those guys think alike. I think they've gotten the kind of relationship where they can finish each other's sentences as far as what Shoddy wants to get done. I feel Dak feels that. And it's just an easy flow. It's working as well as you could expect, and he is the sole reason that the Cowboys are at 500. There's no other reason. Javante's running well, and that certainly helped him get there, but this is all Dak. It's on his shoulders.
All right. When we come back, we're going to play The Stat is Right.
Yeah.
And something we started talking about a couple of weeks ago looks like it may be gaining some traction. We'll talk about that as well. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Head of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MILE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum Grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids' activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at bbrfest.com. That's bbrfest.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Bourbon and Brews is back, baby, and we're honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every single Friday. You need to head to Twin Peaks from 5 to 7 to experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. That's only at Twin Peaks. Cheers!
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
Now we can can chill, Mom.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared one of our trouble spots. That wreck at 151 eastbound at Ingram just cleared. Now we're still working this wreck downtown. This is our heaviest delay right now. 35 before 37, 281. This wreck is taking up 3 right lanes. 55-minute delay. That has you stop and go from Ben's Engelman. Now, we still have this closure on the northeast side due to road work on Loop 410, eastbound, westbound, between Starcrest over to 35. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We had another wild one last night as Trevor Lawrence engineered a game-winning drive, capping it with a 1-yard stumbling touchdown with 20 seconds left. Jacksonville is now 4-1, taking down Kansas City 31-28. The Spurs opened up their preseason with an exhibition game against the Guangzhou Loon Lions. They took it 119-88. Wemby had 9 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, and 3 blocks in the win. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Tuesday.
If you're about to go to prison and you're Matt Sanchez, would you rather be known as Butt Fumble or Dirty Sanchez?
Oof.
What would be your nickname in prison?
Oof.
Neither one sounds very good.
No. I guess maybe just Dirty Mark, I'd like to be called.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a whole new move.
Dirty.
Yeah. Remember there's a guy on Young Guns called Dirty Steve.
Dirty Steve.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Like, imagine your name's
Mark.
Dirty. You're like, good morning, Dirty Vic. Like, it's like, oh, man, that's a rough nickname. Dirty Steve.
And you smile. Hey, how you doing?
What's
Good
up?
to see you, man.
Yeah, Cochino Mark.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. You know what? Look, before we get into the news that I said we got into a little bit earlier, we already opened the door in this conversation, but now the national media is catching on. The
That's what we do.
building. Yeah, we just set things up for everybody else. But we are going to play a little game, and it's that time of the day. It is time for the stat is right.
No, so now I say it?
Yeah.
Oh. Let this wash over for you. It's now time for the next edition of The Stat is Right.
And here's your host.
Oh, wait.
We ain't got all
Here's
day.
your host with the most. I was going to say something catchy, but here he is. It's AJ Hoffman.
It's AJ Barker. That's all right.
Well, we just fumbled this whole thing. That wasn't done very well at all.
That's all
I
right.
would go low on the yards per carry.
That's all right. It is the stat is right. The game show that's sweeping the nation because we're giving away Cowboys tickets, and everybody wants to go see the Cowboys and the Commanders. Oh yes. And here's how we play the game. It's very simple, friends. It's very simple. I'm going to name a caller. I'm going to give a number, a caller number. 210-656-ESPN is the phone number. If you are that caller, you will be asked a question by Dirty Vic. He'll say, how many yards do you think Javonte Williams will rush for this week against the Carolina Panthers? And if you are the closest of the 5 people we register this week, you and a friend, or your wife maybe, or like if it's a Coldplay concert, your secret lover will go.
2 secret lovers.
Yeah, you guys will go to the Cowboys game and enjoy what seems to be an imminent victory for the Dallas Cowboys against the Washington Commanders, the hated Commanders. The hated.
He's averaging just a little over 80 yards a game.
Yep.
He's had a high of 135,
That
a
was
low of 54.
But that was the most recent, was the high one.
Trending upwards.
So let's go with caller number 4. 4. You will be the next contestant on The Stat Is Right. Just give Dirty Vic the number that you think he'll rush for. And if you are the closest at the end of the week, you, friend, will be headed to Dallas, or to Arlington, technically. This is where you'll be heading. So,
Carolina is giving up 107 yards a game on the ground, just to let you know.
That's not good.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for something to look at as you're picking your numbers.
Your lottery numbers?
100 yards. Javonte's averaging 80, so it's going to be somewhere in there.
Okay. Well, and I mean, I think last week, part of why we saw such a big number was Cowboys played a lot of the game with the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Cowboys are going to have the lead?
I do expect this week will be kind of like that.
Also, last week, no Miles Sanders.
True.
You have to factor that in because Miles Sanders has been eating into his yards.
Mm-hmm.
So now, will Miles Sanders play? Will he won't?
And then we heard Shoddy say that Blue, despite what we witnessed, had a good game, despite what we saw.
Despite everything your eyes told you, saying he was not good, Coach Shoddy thinks he was good.
Film don't lie.
All right. There is an article up now that apparently there's now discussion about what we started talking about 2 weeks ago. The Bengals' need for a quarterback.
Yep.
And Zach Taylor was asked, and he said, asked about his quarterback situation. He said, after a game like that, we're going to look at all personnel to make sure we're doing the right thing. I won't shy away from that because it's a very fair question after the amount of turnovers we had. To say Jake can't win games for us, I believe Jake can win games for us. We'll just continue to look at everything we can personnel-wise.
He's done for.
Now, Jake Browning won some games for the Bengals a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he's 0-3. And quite frankly, the 3 games that he's lost, you can argue that the Bengals in the last 3 weeks, if that was the Bengals all season long, they're worse than the Jets.
Oh, yeah, they can't. Yeah, they're terrible. The numbers are fun. I mean, Chase had a hell of a game, but that team's awful.
Now, and they're headed to Green Bay. And by the way, all those Chase numbers came in garbage time when they were losing by 1 million.
You're keeping your most important guy happy, but you're not. No, this is not a recipe that can last this year.
And think about that. As bad as things have gone for the Bengals this year, and it's hard to argue it could have gone much worse. They are 2-3. And they are second place in their division.
Well, they're lucky they're in the division they're in because Baltimore is.
Which, by the way, is not something you normally would say about the AFC North.
Right. I mean, it is kind of wide open. I mean, if there are still conversations being had that Baltimore is still the favorite, and there's some logic to it, but they're lucky that they are. And if you are lucky to be where you are, you need to take advantage of the luck and not just try to ride it out. Let it ride with Jake Browning. That's that your luck got you here.
Yeah.
You need to change horses. What is it? 8 turnovers in 3 games?
Yep.
That's unsustainable. It's silly to even try to justify. I don't care how much you're moving the ball in trash time. If you've got a legitimate shot, considering you don't have your MVP and you still got a shot.
The current odds are Browns and Bengals are both at 19-1 to win the division. The Ravens plus 110, Steelers minus 105. So Steelers slight favorites now. They're sitting at 3-1. They had their bye week. Ravens sitting at 1-4.
Is there any? I mean, obviously Russell Wilson is the most obvious, the tallest weed. But is there anybody else out there that would even be of consequence?
Well, this is pretty wild. The Bengals have only made 2 midseason trades over the last 52 years.
They're the worst franchise in football. They have no money.
So it says there are several possible trade targets out there. I covered a few of them last week, but the short list is Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins, James Garoppolo.
That's the one I was waiting on. Garoppolo is the one I couldn't remember.
And Andy Dalton, who's in Carolina right now.
Carolina ain't gonna. They ain't got nothing to lose. I'd call every one of them. I don't know if I want Jameis. You one interceptor to another.
There are also players who are not currently in the league, but might be worth discussing. Derek Carr is one of those.
Oh, Derek, don't take that call.
I wouldn't.
You'll end
I'd
up in
say
the
retired.
hospital. Yeah, man, they'll kill you.
Ryan Tannehill apparently could also be an option. He talked to the Vikings this offseason about signing with Minnesota. Ended up not doing it.
What about Jameis? I mean, Cam. Is Cam Newton still floating?
No, I don't think so.
Take your hat off. Come out and play.
I don't think so. But the reason why, I mean, the Bengals, their QB room is a disaster right now. Brett Rippon, Sean Clifford, and Mike White are the backups.
My God.
Think about that. Those three guys, they have three backup quarterbacks on their roster. They have combined to throw 11 passes since the start of last season. All of those were thrown by Mike White.
The only problem is I'm not giving up a whole lot. So you got to walk a fine line here because as good as opportunities I do have other seasons to worry about. You know, I need to worry about next year and the year following, and there's just not a lot of capital that I have that I can get rid of and still expect to have this shot this year. And at the same time, if I'm trading, I want a fourth rounder or better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gift wrapping you some help. You're going to give me something in return. And can the Bengals afford to give away a fourth round draft pick?
I don't know. I do know. I think taking on Kirk Cousins is not the answer, just because the contract's too long. And I mean, your quarterback is still Joe Burrow, like obviously.
Yeah, I don't want this guy. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins doesn't want to be a backup already, and so, but also I think whoever it is can look at this as maybe a chance to recreate themselves because you're going to have really good wide receivers. Jamar Chase is, in the conversation for best one in the league.
Well, we didn't really mention a recreate. I think Russell is a placeholder. I mean, we know that he's capable of at least.
What I'm saying when I say recreate, I think you can up your stock a la Sam Darnold last year.
Who did we name one? I don't think we named a possible guy. All we named was old dudes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's a reclamation. There's who do I want to tread water with and pay the most or for the least amount of time is the guy that I'm looking for. You know, that moderate expense that will go away with no long-term issues. No cost involved. I just want somebody to stay here for 8-12 weeks.
And with the Giants, you're not going back to Russell Wilson.
No, he's done.
So to me, if someone says, "Hey, we'll take Russell Wilson off your hands," and I'm the Giants, I go, "Awesome."
Hell, if I'm Flacco, I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know why he's not mentioned here.
I think because he was so disastrous already this season that it's like.
I mean, at least he's been playing.
I don't know that they're going to look to move on from him just because he's the only veteran in the room.
But if I'm Cincinnati and I'm looking at guys that maybe I could pry away, Flacco has no future in Cleveland.
No.
I mean, now it's just about completely done unless there's an injury. Cincinnati, it is one of those things where it's almost malpractice right now, given the good fortune. And it's hard to imagine that you've got any good fortune, but you do. You lost your quarterback, and you still got 2 wins. That you take advantage of these opportunities. You just don't get these to be where you are, to know full well that Baltimore is collapsing. They're not going to come back, or at least you have the opportunity to help in their collapse, to go get somebody to help you because you do have enough talent to win some games.
Yeah, and again, in a division where anything's possible.
And I expect Pittsburgh is going to regress to the mean. They're not going to stay like that. Baltimore can't stay this bad, I don't think, but you can certainly hold them off. I mean, you got a better record right now than Baltimore without Burrow, which is an absolute shock to me. I mean, they have to be thanking their lucky stars, although it's hard to believe that you would without Burrow, given the situation. But they got to do something or, malpractice. But then again, it's the Bengals.
It is the Bengals. The Bengals play Week 6 at Green Bay, and I think you're not going to
No.
You're not going to make a change before then. So it's going to be Jake Browning this week. But then
that defense could spur the change.
Week 7, you play the Steelers, and if you win that game, you're right back in the mix of winning the AFC North. Like the next week's game is arguably that could be the decider. Like if you really believe it after the end of this week that, and especially if the Steelers lose this week, you got to take a shot. I think you got to do something.
And I think we can all agree Browning is not the guy that's going to do it.
And this is the thing. Joe Burrow's injury is not season-ending.
So I'm saying you need 8 to 10 weeks. I don't need a lot. I just need for a while, and then I want you to go away.
Like the thought was, well, the Bengals have no chance to make the playoffs if Joe Burrow's not there. But the way the season's unfolding, they've got as good a chance as anybody. So all you got to do is hang around until Joe Burrow gets back. And then when Joe Burrow's back, when you've got Joe Burrow, you've got a puncher's chance in the playoffs. I don't care, what the rest of your team looks like.
That count you're lucky. You've got some good fortune here. Take advantage because you shouldn't be where you are.
All right, let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Spurs game last night. I don't know how much of it you watched.
I saw a fair amount.
But I didn't watch a whole lot of it.
I can tell you this: the Chinese Pro League is mostly
it's
NBA
being whitewashed.
dudes. Yeah, I've never. So you can have 3 NBA dudes start on a Chinese team?
I guess so. There's no rules.
I'm all for it.
We'll talk about that coming up next. I'm going to tell you about Underdog. That's right, Underdog Fantasy. Guys, football season in full swing. Where are you getting in on the action? Underdog. Of course you're getting on the action with Underdog. It's the best place to do it. Playing on Underdog so easy. You pick your favorite players, whether they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, whatever. And if it hits, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Now, there's no football today, so let's take a day off from football and let's look at these baseball games. Oh, yes, that's right. The AL back in action today. Do you think the Yankees are going to hit a little bit better at home? Maybe Aaron Judge higher on his stats today, the hits, runs, RBI stat. That's usually a good thing to go. Or if you just think they're dead in the water, maybe just go lower on earned runs. For Toronto, for Shane Bieber. Guys, either way, there's something for everybody on Underdog. Every sport is available on Underdog. You can play WNBA, NFL. I like the UFC on the weekends. Always fun. And, guys, it's simple to get into it. Download the app today, sign up with promo code Alamo, and you'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CD Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on PrizePicks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on PrizePicks means money. Download the PrizePick app today and use the code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
Jane, I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
Or being a dog person and a cat person.
Who wants a treat? Who's a good boy?
Or like being an extrovert and an introvert.
Woo! This is so fun! I can't wait to go home.
At T-Mobile, you don't have to choose. You can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how much you can save with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, when you switch, you can keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
So call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number. So call me maybe. Oh, what a song.
Yep.
It's certainly peppy.
I'll be honest. My wife, you know what my wife said?
I don't know. Change the channel?
She's not crazy about the new Taylor album, I don't think.
I listened to it on Friday.
I've heard a lot of people saying, it's okay.
It's all right. There's not a catchy one.
No, there's really not.
I was trying to pick one earlier, but...
But I'm not going to say anything negative. It's the best record I ever heard.
Yeah, you better not.
I'm all in. I don't want them Swifties kicking my ass.
They'll come for blood.
Yeah, they do. I get doxxed.
That's right.
So I'll walk out of my house, get glitter thrown on me.
Yep.
Yeah, the San Antonio Spurs get a 119-88 win last night over the Guangzhou Loong Lions. Great Chinese players Frank Kaminsky and Victor Oladipo led the charge.
Man. That George King coming out of Guangzhou.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yes. They led the way for the Loong Lions. I don't know that there's much to take away from what they did.
Wemby's stats in 16 minutes of play, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks. He served popcorn. He actually cracked a few beers and also launched a T-shirt. Be very afraid, NBA. Well, Jesus Christ.
You forgot to mention one of his stats. 6 turnovers.
Well, that's fine. I don't care about
I mean,
that.
in 16 minutes, you don't care about 6 turnovers?
Shoot. No, I don't. Not last night. No.
We'll just forget about
last
that.
night was, Vic, go have some fun. You got 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You got 20 minutes. The clock is ticking.
Yeah,
go wreak some havoc. And those Chinese dudes' eyes were huge when he blocked he blocked that dude's ball coming down the lane off the top of the glass.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that was spectacular.
Yeah. The Lindy Waters, Julian Champagny, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Wimby started the game. It was everybody got about equal minutes.
Yeah.
It felt like, but obviously no Fox and no Harper. Those are the two that we're all kind of at wait and see mode on. Also, no why does his name just escape my head? Devin Vassell didn't play yesterday either. So. Not quite what we're going to see in the regular season, but it's it's good to see him back out there. Good to see him moving the ball around. They shot pretty well.
They did. The 3-point game is at least last night flowed pretty natural. Lindy Waters is pretty smooth. I don't know how many minutes he'll get when everybody's healthy, but in the Devin Vassell role, he looked pretty good.
And Carter Bryant seems like at least a willing participant offensively, doesn't he?
He's 100% is what he is. Now, it might not be an effective 100%, but everything he does will be sins of commission.
He is rolling downhill, certainly, when he's on the floor.
It's going to happen. He's going to cause it.
And Luke Cornett, good start to his life as a San Antonio Spur. 6 of 6 from the field, 16 points in just 14 minutes of play.
The court was wide open. The jump shots were falling, and there were lanes to the rack all night long. And this was going down at the same time as Cooper Flagg up there in Dallas was running point guard. So
the thing for me is it's hard to take a lot away from this game because, for the most part, these aren't NBA players they're playing against.
This is an exhibition, not a competition.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm going, oh, wow, this guy played great. None of it really matters, quite frankly.
All you need to pay attention to, look who's playing well together. Look who's on the court together. Look who's passing to each other. Look who's cutting for each other. Look, that's how you judge these games because there's 2 and 3 man games going on inside the game all the time, and that's where the coaches are paying attention. Where's the ball? Who's coming through the offside? Where are the passes supposed to go? Are the guys taking the shots in the right place? Those little things that are supposed to come together, that's all we care about here. The final score doesn't matter.
Yeah, they lose the turnover battle 23-20, but that doesn't much matter when you win the rebounding battle 52-30. You out-rebound them by 22. Chances are good, even if you're not shooting great, that you're going to win those basketball games, and that was the case for the Spurs, who shot almost 54%.
And by the way, San Antonio's own Stanley Amude playing last night.
Yeah, had a good game as well.
That's just really cool to watch.
Yeah, he's a local.
Went to high school here, worked his way through the AAU circuit, bounced around to a couple of universities, got to a bigger school after finally ended up at Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
He was up in Montana, I believe, or South Dakota there for a minute. He's not probably going to make this team.
No.
He signed some 10-day deals, but Stanley's going to be a professional basketball player for a long time.
What high school did he go to?
Oh, I knew you were going to. Wagner? I'm ashamed that it fell out of my brain. Brigade Bar? Somebody out there.
Big Dog says Spurs still have no shooting when Wimby sits. This will be our Achilles heel all year.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's true. I mean, I think you're going to have – I certainly don't think the Spurs are going to be a great shooting team. Whether Wimby's – Warren. Okay. Whether Wimby's on the court or not, because they don't have great shooters. That's just – but I think they're going to shoot less this year.
Is Oklahoma City a great shooting team? They're a good scoring team.
Yeah.
They're not a great shooting team. No. You don't have to be a great shooting. Were the Pacers a great shooting team? No, they're a good scoring team. The great shooting team was the Boston Celtics.
Right. And they were sitting at home.
Yeah, well, they were injured. But, I mean, yes, there's not going to be a barrage of threes. If we shoot 35%, that's all we need. I'm not looking for volume. Just be 35%, be a threat. And if we're a threat, there's wide open lanes and other 3-point plays to be had. It'll just involve a free throw.
35% would be 22nd in the league if they can get to there.
35% is my magic number. Now, I'd like to see closer to 40, but this is the Spurs. So.
Now, my problem last year with the Spurs were at 35.7 last year. My problem with the Spurs is they were the 20th best three-point shooting team, but they were in the top 7 of three-point attempts.
Right.
Like, you're a below average 3-point shooting team. Don't be a volume above average
Just
3-point
be
shooting
a
team.
threat.
Yeah.
Make them close out on you. We want the shots to fall, but if they close out on you, you got a bunch of slashers on this team. This team's kind of built to get to the rim.
Yes.
So that's really all we're chasing.
And I also think that Harrison Barnes, when he's on the floor, especially when he's on the floor with all the young guys that are going to be running this team in 2 or 3 years, it's going to be hard for anyone to. The help is usually going to come off of Harrison Barnes, I would imagine, and there's going to be a lot of open looks for Harrison Barnes.
Stand in the corner and wait for it. Harrison is coming.
Yeah, because it's like, well, are we going to let Steph Castle just drive to the hoop, or are we going to, are we going to force Harrison Barnes to hit an open three, and they're going to make Harrison hit an open three?
And watching, there's other shooters that have arrived. We talked about Cornette. Now, there weren't threes, but it's spreading the ball around, opening lanes, and this is going to be a free-flowing, much more offensive team under Mitch. You can just tell. They're going to be allowed to make mistakes. They'll make up for it on the other end because you got an eraser out there as long as Wemby is playing. It was good to see them play last night because you kind of forgot how different this team is going to look. This is going to be a ridiculously
and again,
different
what we
Spurs
just saw
team.
is not even close to the real thing.
And we didn't get to see Fox.
Fox, Castle, Harper, or Vassell. And obviously, there's still, and even more guys. There's still more guys that we haven't seen. But
And we make fun of it, but there's three. Comiskey is no superstar, but he's the NBA quality dude. Yeah. And Oladipo, we know that. So they offered a little bit of resistance, and they have been playing together longer than the Spurs have. So it was a good first night out.
And tomorrow they will be in Miami taking on the Heat.
Now.
And we are today, as we sit today, we are now 15 days away. So tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow, regular season opener.
Today's LeBron's presser. Is he doing his the big news story of the year?
Is this the decision part 2?
Yeah, something, the super decision. I think he's retiring.
Mega decision.
I think he's going to tell us today this is his last round. Go get your retirement gifts ready. Go get your rocking chairs and Harley Davidsons and old man gear as he makes his final tour.
Do you think that's what's going to happen?
I guarantee you he's retiring.
Okay. Yeah. We've talked a lot about the Thunder and how dangerous we think they're going to be, especially now that Nikola Topic is going to be taking over the point guard from them. Well, he won't be right away. He is out the next 4 to 6 weeks after having a procedure done on his testicles.
Or at least one of them.
Jeez, what?
Yes, he had a
Manu gave his. Manu gave his for the team.
He had an injury.
We got it buried right outside of the arena.
He had an injury, and he's gonna sit out for a few weeks. Thomas Sorber, the big that they drafted from Georgetown, is also out for the season. So the Thunder are they're literally going to be running it back.
Yeah, they're running it back. Sorber was a fringe player, but he does have potential. They're going to miss him.
Yeah. Oh, well, and I mean, I think it was just development. They wanted him to develop. He was a top 15 pick.
Yeah, it's development, but the point guard matters. He's legit, and
he will be a contributor this year.
Yeah, I saw
no matter how many
about,
testicles he has.
And to think the Spurs were questioning whether him or Castle. No, there was a legitimate question. I mean,
about him.
Yeah, he could play, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So, and he's also going to be in a position where you're on the floor with the best guy in the world right now.
You're gonna get 8 assists for just walking out and having your name announced.
Yeah, things will probably go all right for him. All right, let's do this. Let me give away something here. I've got UTSA and Rice tickets.
Con arroz.
That's right.
Chaparral.
Yes. It's on Saturday down at the Alamo Dome. Who's going to be there? Somebody from our audience will. Let's go with caller number 3. 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-3776. You will be headed down to the Alamo Dome, see UTSA and Rice
6:30 kick. Going to be
Saturday.
A good day of tailgating.
Going to be people liquored up, baby.
Not going to get liquored up tonight.
You might. If you go to that game. That's going to be a good time.
Aggies got Florida.
You're going to be busy?
Occupied.
Yeah, Florida, man.
Taking on Florida and
Lagway. All right, let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll kick around the NFL a little bit, take an early look at some of the games. And I do want to talk about this Jonathan Gannon incident where he had to apologize to his player.
Man, times have changed, man.
I
Coaches
know.
apologized on
Soft,
national TV.
man.
Wow.
Soft.
I'm going to kick me in the nuts.
You ain't lying.
Made
All right.
me apologize.
I am going to tell you about my good friends over at Karbach Brewing. That's right, man. I had a couple pumpkin and lagers last night because, once again, I ran out of my my Karbachtoberfest. And every time I've gone back to the store, I'm like, uh-oh, I hope they've got it. 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 I'll find out today if they actually do have more Karbachtoberfest at the store. But it is their seasonal, here for a good time, not for a long time, so get it while you can. That Karbachtoberfest, a brilliantly balanced beer, perfect Marzen-style, old-school German-style beer, perfect for this time of year. And if that's not your thing, no big deal. They've got something for everyone in their lineup. Love Street, that's their best seller. That's their Kolsch-style blonde. Very smooth, very easy drinking, a great sort of entry beer. If you're just getting into craft. Hopadillo's their flagship IPA. It's a very aggressively hopped, in-your-face, West Coast-style IPA. And then, of course, Crawford Bock, Ziegenbock, super balanced beers. And if you're not into beer even, they've got the ranch water you can find in stores as well. Something for everyone in their lineup and all over town, not just at grocery stores and the liquor stores, but it's out and about in bars and restaurants as well. So when you're out watching football, baseball, whatever you're into, go ahead and ask the bartender to please make it a Karbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute downtown, 35 before you get to 37, 281. Got a major accident working. 3 right lanes are blocked. 55-minute delay. That has you slow from Ben Zengelman. 410 eastbound at Bandera Road. That wreck in the left lane. That's causing a 10-12-minute delay slow from Culebra. Ongoing road work continues on 410 eastbound, westbound, Starcrest to 35. It is causing delays. We've also got about a 20-minute ride on 90 eastbound, 211 to Hunt Lane, and on 1604 eastbound, Culebra to Bandera, 10-12 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Upgrade your laundry routine with a durable and reliable Maytag laundry pair at Lowe's. Like the new Maytag washer and dryer with performance-enhanced stain-fighting power. Shop Maytag in-store or online today at Lowes.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Prepare for a cosmic convergence like no other. SpaceCon 2025, landing in San Antonio October 24th to 26th. Meet legends from across the galaxies. Elizabeth Olsen, Brie Larson, Paul Bettany, Ian McDiarmid, Karen Gillan, Carrie Ann Moss, David Duchovny, and more. I've been waiting years for this. SpaceCon 2025. The universe is ready for you. Tickets available at spaceconsa.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but
I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Ah, the sweet feelings of summer. The kiss of warm sun on your skin. The softly scented breeze blowing through the trees. Don't worry, you have Off Clean Feel, fragrance-free mosquito repellent that feels good on skin, so even mosquitoes can't ruin those sweet feelings of summer. Off Clean Feel. Prevention is the best protection from mosquitoes.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we have a jammed-packed show, including ND Kalu talking about those Houston Texans.
Plus, we will learn more about Project Marble and the upcoming vote with County Judge Peter Sakai. He will join us at 2:35.
Well, I can't wait. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I always feel like I'm coming in hot in Nam.
Yeah.
Some folks born me to wear a flag, who the red, white, and blue.
The Charlie's in the wire.
I'm pointing the finger at you. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no city councilman, son. No.
Oh, wow. That's
Whoa.
hard. That's hard.
Sorry, Rob.
That's hard.
I know.
I actually served.
I ain't no
I didn't get out of it.
fortunate one.
I didn't bone spur my way out of it.
That's
I
true. That's true.
I served. Not in the NAM.
Some people were born silver spoon in hand. That's Vic's kids.
Silver spoon and a paper plate. That's my life.
More like
That's my life right there.
plastic spoon.
Silver spoon and paper plate.
Oh, yeah. All right. Wanted to dig into an interesting topic this time of year. The hot seat watch.
There we go.
That's right.
It's the most fun and least fun thing at the same time for a guy like us.
Let's start in college football. And the odds for the next coach to be fired, P4 coach, Power 4 coach to be fired. And I'm not sure why the odds have one of these guys included because it's not a P4 school.
I've got a couple guys in Florida on the list.
Billy Napier, number 1 or
That's
number
one.
2 on the list. Excuse me. He's got the second closest odds, 3-1.
And what's Florida State coach? Is he safe?
No, he's safe. He's safe.
Okay.
I mean, they won 2 games last year. They're already on.
They're already
right?
on the uptake.
Here's they've got Trent Bray from Oregon State on the list.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
But here's the guys that are kind of the top of the pile. Number 5 on the list, Penn State coach James Franklin. Now, Penn State was, I think, maybe like the third favorite to make the playoff. They were like almost a statistical or like an odds.
There were
lock.
3 schools in the rankings that were number 1 in some place: Texas, Penn State, Ohio State. One of all 3 of those schools, and one poll or another was number 1.
Yeah. And this listen, I don't think he's going to leave. He's not going to get fired this season.
Not this year, but I can tell you, the clock's ticking, brother. It's over. He's a dead man walking. It's just a matter how it ends.
I almost think that it's going to end up being a a mutual way of parting, and he's just going to go coach somewhere else.
Or take a TV gig and have a reason. I'm going to spend time with my family. This job is eating my guts up like Urban went. But by the end of next year, Franklin will be gone from Penn State.
And Franklin is like he is a guy who loses all these big games, and then you'd think he'd be a little more contrite than he is. He's just not.
But I was having a conversation about Franklin with a fraternity brother of mine that actually lives in Pennsylvania now. And he's got a kid that goes to Penn State, and he had a good evaluation of him. Penn State is too big of a job for him. You know where he needs to be?
Vanderbilt?
Stanford.
Yeah.
He knows how to coach smart kids. He can recruit those kids in, and he won in an environment where education was at the very minimum equally as important to football or sports. He did that at Vanderbilt. Penn State is just too much, man, for whatever reason. And it's not that he's a bad dude. It's just too much.
And we say that, but it's not like he hasn't had some success there. And it may be that the expectations at Penn State are just too high.
No, I don't think they're too high. The thing is, how many times are you going to live with being close? And if you're willing to live with close for a long time, don't change a thing. Don't change a thing if you're willing to do that. Now, I come from a school that's been close a lot, and we get battered for being 8-4 Aggie, but we are like, yes, you're right, and we get made up for spending money, but you know what? At least we're aspiring to it. We want to do better. Penn State, if you want to do better, he's not going to be the guy. He's not. It's not you. It's not him. But the combination of the two, it ain't going to work. And now you're going to start losing recruits. Now you lost another big game. And I promise you, if I'm at Ohio State, if I'm at Michigan, if I'm anywhere in the Big Ten, I'm reminding every recruit, yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun losing big games on national TV.
But at the same time, they were in the semifinals last year. They were in the Final Four of college football.
And this year was, yes, last year was building. This year, if not now, when? This is what this year was. You've got your quarterback back. You've got as good a running game as you've ever had. You replaced Abdul Carter with two dudes. You've got a better offense than you've ever had and a defense that's faster to the ball. If not now, when?
Yeah, I don't know. I just always warn teams like Penn State, who Penn State aspires to be a national power, even though basically every indicator is that they are not.
Well, at least they can say
they're not an A-tier program anymore.
But they can say we have been. We have had titles, and we have all the infrastructure. There's
but now
no
you're
reason
talking
why
about,
we're not.
You're talking about 30, 40 years ago.
It doesn't matter. But what I can say
That's like Nebraska.
But what I'm saying is you've got alumni that have lived it. They know what titles feel like. They know what it looks like. And they know there's no reason why we can't do it again. And once you have a reason for doubt, and now I have a reason for doubt with Franklin. I had plenty before, but there was always a reason or an excuse. You can't do what you did this year. The damage is irreparable. I don't care how much money you pay, how much you've got to offer as far as starting gigs. Now everybody who recruits against you is going, yeah, man, go to Happy Valley. Those whiteout games are fun. It's going to suck when you go home for Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's going to suck when you see all your friends who are winning championships, who are playing in title games, and all you have to show for it is some real fun and some high ranks, but never anything to show for it. I've lived it, man. I've lived it, and he can probably go off and be fine. But this relationship is over. It's just now it's just a matter of how it ends.
Would you want James Franklin coaching at your school?
I have no problem with James Franklin. I think he's an X's and O's dude. He obviously recruits well. The players love him. This match isn't working. Whatever that, I don't.
It's just time to move on.
Yeah, and I think he needs to be in a little bit of a less high level, win at all costs. Campaign program. But where Vanderbilt, you go 8-4, 5 years in a row, you get a raise. You know, that's where he should be.
Yeah. Or one of these jobs that is kind of like in the ACC or the Big 12 that have kind of fallen off, and like maybe make a reclamation project out of one of these things.
I don't dislike James Franklin, but I know who he is, and this relationship is doomed. It's over.
Like maybe a school like Virginia Tech.
Again,
you know, a school where they've won before,
and every 4 or 5 years you put together an 11-1 program that gets to the playoff. But for the most part, you win a couple of conference championships. You put 2 or 3 guys in the pro every year, and you cash your $3 million check.
Number 4 on the list, the longest tenured coach in the SEC. You know who that is off the top of your head?
Longest tenured in the SEC. We're probably looking at, is it Beamer?
Well, here's a hint. We thought for about 24 hours he might be your Aggie
Kentucky coach,
Mark
yeah.
Stoops.
Yeah, he done.
I think he's pretty much done. Kentucky's no good right now. And I said this at the beginning of the year. When he came out and said, I'm taking the A&M job, and then it didn't happen, and he had to go back. Boy, whoever told him he got that A&M job, whichever one of your people did that.
It was one dude that ran front
did
for
Mark
him.
Stoops dirty.
He really did. And the thing is, he got Elko a raise.
Yeah.
They ended up paying Elko more.
Man, because Mark Stoops was like, yep, I got it. I'll take it. Guys, I'm leaving the team. I'm going to Texas A&M. And then he shows up wearing a maroon shirt, and they're like, hey, man, yeah, we don't want you here. Damn it.
Hey, Coach, you got to call.
Puts back on his blue shirt. Guys, I'm back. I'm committed.
See?
I'm committed. I'm all in.
I was using code names. This was just a fire up. I wasn't leaving.
But
just
also,
to trick you.
like, Kentucky's a relatively low-pressure job compared to some of these, like, other Big Ten and SEC jobs. It's relatively low pressure. So who knows? They may just ride it out.
No, they're done. They're done with them.
Number 3, Hugh Freeze, Auburn.
Why?
I'm not really sure.
I don't understand. Auburn, settle down. I'm all for matching and finding dudes that fit. Auburn, go find yourself a coach that'll be there for 4 or 5 years.
They're about to play Georgia, and let's assume things don't go their way. That would be 3 straight SEC losses. And for a guy who's supposed to be an offensive genius, Jackson Arnold doesn't look much better.
No.
Doesn't look like he's getting better.
There are some reasons. And I think if Mississippi State was having the season everybody expected, everybody at Auburn would be fine.
Yeah.
But Mississippi State, under a coach who most people believe was way over his head, has actually been moderately successful. So I think that's a direct reflection on Auburn. I think that's why.
Number 2 is Billy Napier, and it says, had the Gators not done it versus Texas at home last week, Billy Napier would probably be out of a job today. They said he was already sitting on arguably the hottest seat in all of college football entering the game, but clearly his players are still playing hard for him. Best way of DJ Lagway's college football career, but Napier's still on the hot seat. And 2 more tough opponents coming up before their second bye. They've got A&M and Mississippi State coming up, and then the cocktail party versus Georgia after that. So
he's got 3 straight. Well, coming into Florida and save your job on a 6 o'clock Saturday night ain't easy for anybody. I think he's got 3 straight losses coming at him.
Yeah,
I just don't see how they're going to get through it.
And number 1, Wisconsin Badgers coach Luke Fickell, who
poor Luke Fickell,
dude. It almost seems like he's trying to throw games.
He's on a slide down, man. Weren't you at Ohio State not long ago?
Man,
it wasn't that long ago.
It says, man. They say he's supposed to be a group of 5 coach. Like, he is built to coach.
He's a Cincinnati coach.
Yeah.
He needs to go back to Cincinnati and be successful.
Well, there. Cincinnati might be past where he's at now.
Probably.
Maybe he could take the UTSA job when when that were to change.
That might be but
it says his teams always start slow because they are never prepared. Defensively, they can only hold their own for so long because the offense is reminiscent to all the bad offenses we've seen at Iowa and Northwestern in recent years.
That's true.
Fickell should have been asked to leave after his first bye, but we may not get our wish until even after the second one. This is a 2-10 team we are watching at Wisconsin. Nobody wants to admit they're wrong, but Wisconsin made one of the worst hires of all time.
Illinois is now a better football program than Wisconsin.
That's crazy.
That'll for Big Teners, that's a kick in the nuts.
Like, Wisconsin has been outside of Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State. Wisconsin has been the most consistently solid Big Ten program. Them in Iowa.
Tailback you. They run the football on you and don't turn the ball over and make it to the Rose Bowl and embarrass some kind of Pac-10 team with just bully football.
Yeah, they are absolutely dreadful.
Too bad, too.
Quick look at the NFL hot seats. Number 5 on the list, Zach Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, it's hard to I don't know how much blame you can put up. But last year they had a healthy Joe Burrow and they stunk. So,
well, he doesn't have a defense to play with.
And he's 48, 55, and 1 as the head coach.
With Joe Burrow.
48, 55, and 1. Now, remember, though, they let Marvin Lewis stay around for 17 years, and he never won a playoff game. So I don't know that they're going to be in any rush.
No.
Number 4, Kevin Stefanski.
Nah, he's good, man. Why fire him now?
I mean,
seriously, he's finally got this thing kind of turning around.
You got what do you have? I mean, he's Dylan Gabriel's his quarterback, right? I don't know what you expect.
None of this is his fault, man. He took the job when Deshaun Watson was the glory boy. I mean, I don't blame Stefanski at all.
Number 3, Brian Daboll, New York Giants.
He's done.
Says Daboll has one hope to retain his job after this season, and that's Jackson Dart looking like a franchise quarterback. And so far, Jackson Dart's looked like a rookie.
No,
they needed Jackson Dart to look like Jaden Daniels.
True. It's so true. And Daboll deserves to go, especially with the fact it's not so much about how Dart performs; it's the fact that Danny Dimes crosses the street and goes bananas.
Yeah. Against the Saints, Dart threw for 5.1 yards per attempt, 2 picks, and a lost fumble. That's not the kind of stuff that's going to keep you employed, I'm afraid.
Go through life, son.
Number 2, Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. We've talked about him quite a bit.
Yeah.
And number 1, the worst coach in football, Tennessee Titans, Brian Callahan. I have no idea how he's
got a long-term deal. They can't fire him now.
4-19 so far as the head coach. What a joke. What an absolute joke. All right. We got 1 hour left. I got ACL tickets to give away on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Hey, 'tis the season. If you've got big plans for your property, you're going to need rugged, dependable equipment to take care of the business. And at Ewald Kubota, you can get a great deal on that kind of equipment and everything that goes along with the Ewald Kubota experience. If you're looking for the best small, compact tractors out there, there is nothing better, trust me, than the Kubota BX and the L Series. Fine tractor for your property down here in South Texas. And if you don't want to buy, you just want to rent, their rental equipment is top-notch, serviced by the very best. They'll bring it out to you. They'll take care of business, and they'll pick it up when you're done with it. You can load it up there, too, if you want to, making sure your job site is always working, and we know that's the key. And as far as service after the sale, when you look at the signs around South Texas, the Ewald Kubota name is well known because they took care of your dad, they took care of your uncle, and they're going to take care of you. From the beginning when you walk in the door to the time you leave, you're part of the family. And trust me, Ewald knows what family means. Go look at the family pictures. They take care of you just like the family takes care of each other. That's Ewald Kubota. Let me tell you, I'm proud to say it. From the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country, Ewald Kubota is definitely your Kubota dealer.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm opening my own coffee shop.
I smell a caffeinated catastrophe.
And I needed menu boards and banners printed.
What you really needed was a reality check.
Staples really came through. They printed menus and signs, even flyers in time for my grand opening.
And that's when the other shoe dropped.
Not quite. I got $125 off my custom print order.
Cha-ching! For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo, No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute downtown, 35 before you get to 37, 281. Got a major accident working. 3 right lanes are blocked. 55-minute delay. That has you slow from Ben Zengelman. 410 eastbound at Bandera Road. That wreck in the left lane. That's causing a 10-12-minute delay slow from Culebra. Ongoing road work continues on 410 eastbound, westbound, Starcrest to 35. It is causing delays. We've also got about a 20-minute ride on 90 eastbound, 211 to Hunt Lane, and on 1604 eastbound, Culebra to Bandera, 10-12 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We had another wild one last night as Trevor Lawrence engineered a game-winning drive, capping it with a 1-yard stumbling touchdown with 20 seconds left. Jacksonville is now 4-1, taking down Kansas City 31-28. The Spurs opened up their preseason with an exhibition game against the Guangzhou Loon Lions. They took it 119-88. Wemby had 9 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, and 3 blocks in the win. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, everybody. 902 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
We have 3 words for you. Barbecue duck quarters.
Oh. That's what we're going to be having, Vic. Barbecue duck quarters.
Duck?
Yeah. You don't like duck?
I've never had duck, actually.
Really?
What? Oh, duck.
It's dark meat, man.
Yeah. I've
Chef's
had rabbit.
kiss.
I've had rabbit before.
Yeah, rabbit's something.
Duck and rabbit ain't far off, honestly.
Oh, okay.
It's because duck is it's a dark meat and it's so good.
Yeah, I had dove, quail, rabbit, but no duck.
You don't eat Chinese food?
Nah, not
Well,
really.
you know, quail isn't far from duck. Same kind of flavor.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the
Duck's a
quail
little
is
rich.
Our Chinese restaurant doesn't have any duck.
No.
Peking duck.
There's not enough ducks in San Antonio, I guess. We need to get more
you got to
ducks.
go walk the river. You know, driving
They ate
boats.
'em all.
Ducks are one of the worst animals on the planet.
Geese are worse than ducks.
Well, ducks are rapists. Ducks are awful. Oh, man, I've seen ducks get raped and drowned by other ducks. I mean, ducks are awful.
No wonder
They're tough, man.
It's ducks are like it's like being in the locker room of the Miami Dolphins.
Seriously.
They're beating up their wives. They're just getting after everybody. Hey, this was an unreported part of what happened on Sunday with the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys got a big win, 37-22, but
you talking about Jerry?
Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was caught on camera.
Dude, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah, so Jerry Jones giving the bird to the fans at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, y'all are number one.
No.
Yeah, man, standing up in the booth, flipping off the fans.
Yeah.
There's a couple Johnny Walker Blues past those lips before he did that.
Like it shows Jerry. There's Jerry. He's like he's waving at some people, and he points at somebody and gives them the
right
finger.
Here, a little bit of this.
How about that?
New York, little New York salute for you.
There it is.
Tell me if that guy just won the football game.
Dude, he looks like the Johnny Cash poster.
He does.
He's like looking down at you at the end of his guitar. Yeah.
Got you.
That's classic.
The NFL has not responded yet to this, but
that's gonna cost him.
Bud Adams got fined. This was 2009. Bud Adams got hit for $250,000 by flipping off Bills fans.
Yeah, you gonna pay.
And then
$250,000?
Yeah. And that was in 2009.
Yeah, he'll pay $250,000.
2023, that's when David Tepper, the Panthers owner, got fined $300,000.
Then they took his franchise
because he threw a drink on some Jags fans.
Keep in mind, this was the owner that used to buckle women into the car.
So I don't know what's going to happen to Jerry, but I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of fine.
He's
come
going
down
to pay
the,
some money. Absolutely. But you know what? That's a check I happily write. I'm standing in MetLife flipping off
win.
Jet fan.
Yeah.
How much?
Long as you got that
we
win.
We don't have Micah, so here you go.
Yeah, I saved some money.
Yeah.
Anybody else want some?
There was also a little, and this ends up not being a huge story because the Vikings won the game, but Will Reichard, the kicker for the Vikings, who missed a kick, I believe it was his first kick of the season that he missed, when they were down 3, so it could have been a huge deal. He missed that kick, a 51-yarder would have tied the game at 17. It if you watch the replay of it, it's going, and then it like
fades off,
strays off to the right,
like one of my 7-irons.
Well, apparently, what happened is Vikings team sources are confident that it hit a camera wire, which should have resulted in a re-kick.
Yeah.
But and O'Connell said, "I didn't notice anything during the game. It's a pretty tough angle for us normally. Most of the time, we're just trying to gauge the crowd reaction. I didn't see it in the moment, but." The Jets-Cowboys game also had a camera interference game.
That was the second dumbest play of the weekend. When Fowler took it off the face, it looked like Fields threw it intentionally at Dante Fowler's head.
Well, that happened to Kyler Murray, and he had to go in a concussion protocol. Like I can't get with Kyler Murray, But yeah, it ends up not costing them, but that could have cost them the game.
Absolutely. And then to have it happen twice in the same week means there was something left out of a briefing. People had forgotten to start talking about something that is something worthy of discussion. Like the ball could hit one of these wires, and when it does, it's a do-over.
Well, one thing that's certainly notable is the Vikings games being played in a soccer stadium. It's in a stadium that isn't used to having an NFL
those wires
setup
that are flung. It was that Skycam thing that hit, right?
Yeah. So I mean, those stadiums aren't built like our stadiums here, and they're not used to having that.
They
so
don't
they're
have
not as
that
equipped.
technology there for soccer.
I mean, I'm sure they do, but
following them around.
I'm sure they do, but there's no reason for it to be as high up in soccer.
I
you know what I mean?
I found it interesting that it happened twice in the same weekend, which tells me this is a training issue that these guys hadn't been, they hadn't reminded everybody, hey, if it hits a wire, it's a do-over.
But yeah,
But they missed the Minnesota one. They didn't even know what happened.
No, and I didn't either. And as someone who was cheering for the under, I was actually glad at the time that he missed it. Ends up not mattering because they got a late touchdown anyway. But Yeah, that was. I remember going, oh man, he never misses. That's awesome. And then now it's like, yeah, that could have cost him the game.
That loose soccer grass.
So it's another one of these things where it's like we keep coming across things that are making decisions between wins and losses, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate that there's not better control over what's actually happening. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Chaos, embrace it.
I can't embrace that much chaos, Rob. I want real results. I want authentic results.
Did you see the Chiefs give up a 99-yard interception return to lose the game? That's the chaos.
I also saw Patrick Mahomes basically say, hey, they called off a touchdown. They called a penalty on him for illegal man blocking downfield, and Mahomes just yells at the ref enough, and they say,
all right,
there's no flag on the
Sorry.
play.
He went yeah.
What the hell? How's that work?
These aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
I just cash-apped you.
That was not a penalty, sir.
I'm sorry, that's not a penalty. We're going to play on. Go ahead and play on.
Goodness. There's a story now on The Athletic about Arch Manning. And it talks about
him going to McDonald's.
This being it says, is Arch Manning college football's first flop? Why his slow start feels unprecedented. And
God, this sucks for this kid.
It does.
This sucks.
And again, this is where having your last name be Manning. But I mean, when you watch, I don't know how much. I mean, if you guys are watching college football, and it's not just the Texas games, if you're watching college football, you are seeing Arch Manning in commercials.
Oh yeah.
And
the glasses. I remember the glasses.
Yeah, Warby Parker.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that he's the first quarterback who's ever disappointed. There's been a lot of top recruits who disappointed, but none that were made so public before they even started playing. This would be it'd be a lot different if they had someone who won the Heisman one year and then he comes back the next year and he's just not as good. It's not the same. This is a guy who hadn't played really. Played
3 plays or something like that?
two games.
Yeah.
And they said this is the biggest star in college football.
He was.
And
he is. He's still the biggest name in college football.
And he's absolutely dreadful at football. He is having one of the worst seasons in college football. He is now this is a guy we were talking about as the Heisman Trophy favorite. There were people who thought there was going to be a tankathon for this guy, and now
nobody's tanking for him.
No one's even talking about it's just a given.
It's a foregone. He's coming back.
You are not going to the draft. No. I mean, I can't imagine an agent going, you know what? Now's the time to strike. There's no way. So and he's all over TV. Have you seen the ad? He's doing those the cars that drive themselves, the
Waymos,
the Google car,
is he doing those?
Self-driving car. He's doing those. But this is now. I mean, it's not all his fault. I mean, first of all, him playing poorly is all his fault.
No, it's all his fault. But he did choose Texas. He chose the platform. I mean, he could have easily gone to Mississippi State or Ole Miss and just kind of hit out and done that. It would still followed him, but it would have never been like when you went to Austin. You made a conscious decision to level up. You went to the biggest platform, the best, biggest, shiniest brand apart from championship brand. You brought this on yourself. That was part of your conscious decision. Now I feel bad for how things gone, but there are ramifications for decisions, and he's paying the price for that. You chose this platform, you chose this limelight, and here it is. But after that, there's a lot of other culprits here, and I'm not ready to write him off. I just know, as I've seen a lot of these guys before, it's going to be hard for him to mend these fences.
It's rare that someone comes in with as much hype as he did and doesn't at least somewhat live up to it. The one I can remember is Todd Marinovich. Remember, Todd Marinovich was
Robo quarterback.
He was the lab creator or test tube or something.
Never had a Big Mac till after he got into college.
Yeah.
That kind of guy. Yeah.
And
then he found weed. And
then he just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And sometimes that happens. There's a good chance that Arch Manning's just not very good. And
I'm not going to go there. The thing that keeps you interested is every third play you go, there it is. There's the rollout. There's the deliver. There's everything that made him the 5-star and all that. It's just not consistent enough. And I don't know if Texas fan has the time or the wherewithal to give him the year and a half it looks like it's going to take before you got yourself a quarterback that you can rely on. It's just going to take a lot more reps. He was so much more behind than anybody knew.
To me, what Arch is doing right here is akin to had Cooper Flagg been a disaster at Duke last year. Had he just been not good, and his stock went from being the guaranteed stone cold lock number 1 pick, already a given, to oh my gosh, maybe he should go back to school before we draft. Now the NBA is a little different. The NBA will draft anybody that's got measurables.
Yeah,
they don't care how well you play in college. Football generally cares. If you look like you're a mess in college, they're not running to draft you.
Picks are too valuable, man, to risk on this just for a name.
But it is this does feel very floppy.
And the thing is, he can't go pro, and maybe he can transfer if it really, really gets bad. I just can't imagine even that would happen.
But at the same time, he's played 7 college football games.
Yeah, man. If he had a different name and you go, yeah, this is his 7th game and really his 5th start, the dream would have been for any other team next year. Next year's the year. Next year, after a year of this and another year of recruiting to match his skill set, because you did lose a lot last year in the draft. It was kind of a restock year. The legitimate thought is next year. I mean, it was. You don't really have a running back this year. You lost some wide receiver depth. You got the best line you've ever had, so that was going to be a help. But even that hasn't lived up to it. So the sum total is just an absolute – the word I want to use I can't use on the radio. It's just an S show. Just everything that could go wrong has.
I will say this. The game this weekend is going to go a long way into how much patience Texas fan has.
You beat OU, you get a free ride.
You are. You've got a chance. But if he goes in and gets his ass kicked,
he's going to be running for his life. Because if Texas wins, it will be because it's going to be because Arch had a great game. He's going to have to, because that defense is coming for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming at him.
So this is a tough deal, man. It reminds me of the Chris Sims thing.
Well, it's Chris Sims. Remember the Notre Dame quarterback that Bino Cook said, this guy's going to win 4 Heismans?
Yeah.
And was an absolute Ron Paulus, was that his name? See, you even have
He was Notre Dame. Ron Paulus was Notre Dame, yeah.
So when Bino Cook said Ron Paulus was going to win 4 Heismans before he leaves, and he had all the measurables and everything and was an absolute disaster. Just no possibility. He's better than that, but it feels a lot like that. And the one thing that Arch does have is that a lot of guys that have come in and failed in the past with that kind of hype was he can leave. He can leave and play somewhere next year. And used to, that wasn't the case. Chris Sims was trapped.
But
it wasn't leaving. You can't leave.
But where's Arch going to go?
There's every school in the country would open their doors wide open to have him arrive. Every school.
But then why leave Texas then?
Well, because he's run out, not because he wants to. I'm afraid Texas fans are going to run him out.
Well, yeah. I mean, they ran out Quinn Ewers, who was much more successful than Arch has been so far.
And we could go back to quarterback before that.
Yeah.
Shane standing on the sidelines doing boomers or hook 'em while everybody else is on the other side. They run more than one quarterback out of town.
Something tells me for his brand purposes, the Manning family is going to highly recommend that he stay at Texas.
No, he can't. That's the other thing. You got to stick this thing out. And, if anybody has the counsel and has the support to get through a situation like that, it's him. He might be behind closed doors just laughing this off. Like, dude, we told you this was coming. We knew you were going to go into the valley of the death and you were going to have to walk softly. And here you walk. But, you've got the counsel of Cooper and Eli and Arch all behind her and Peyton all behind. I think he's probably in a better place than I think he is, but gosh.
And I like the kid. I'd like to see him do well. But I'll tell you what, I don't like the times that he does do well and he starts flexing and like taunting. It's like, dude, read the room. You've sucked. Like
I will give him that youthful indiscretion standing over a Sam Houston State kid. It had been boiling up. I mean, that pressure had to pop. You know, I get that one flex. You won't see him do that again.
Texas, a 2.5-point favorite against Oklahoma. Totals 42.5.
That's just as unfair, man. Unfair. At least give him the opportunity for an upset. You know, if he does win, make it an upset, make it glorious.
I don't know.
Don't tell him we expect you to win.
I don't know where 42.5 points are coming from either. If OU playing with a backup quarterback.
Well, they're playing possum with they're playing very coy about material.
I don't think he's going to play. I mean, the line doesn't make sense if he were playing, Oklahoma wouldn't be a 2.5-point dog.
I can't imagine how, but I did see at least one report where they are awaiting a workout. They're not saying no.
Okay, I feel like I should bet Oklahoma now just in case, but. Yeah, I think Oklahoma wins this weekend.
Their defense is too good, and it's not going to be when they lose. It won't be because of his play alone. Is what I'll get at.
And it's not going to be like I mean, I agree their defense is really good, but again, I thought Texas' defense was really good till last week, and they made DJ Lagway look like something that DJ Lagway was talked about looking like, but never had shown. He showed it against Texas. That's not a good thing. All right, I got ACL wristbands for Saturday.
This is awesome, man.
Oh yes, you want to go see ACL? You want to go out there into Austin and get to gallivant around with all the young kids and feel cool. Unlike Rob and I, who aren't going to be going on Saturday.
Time in 4 years.
Sabrina Carpenter, I think, is the headliner on Saturday. Ooh, she's a looker, isn't she? She's a looker.
Got Hose. Oh, that was. Got Carpenter, the Strokes,
and I believe Doechii also playing on Saturday. So good lineup. Modest Mouse also in the lineup for Saturday. It says here. So if you want to go, let's go with caller number 6. Caller number 6, you'll win a pair of wristbands to go see ACL on Saturday.
I want you to tell me which is the real band. Mouse Rat or Rainbow Kitten Surprise? Which is the real band?
Mouse Rat or Rainbow Kitten Surprise? I'll go Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
That is correct.
All right. Mouse Rat made up. You made that up?
Well, I didn't make it up, but it is a fake band.
That's a good name. That's something to think about. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a few trouble spots as you get into your midday commute. New trouble on the northeast side on 35 southbound before Pad Booker Road. This wreck is taking up 2 left lanes. 20-minute delay has you slow from Evans. I-10 westbound Martin Luther King. That wreck is 2 left lanes blocked. And on I-10 upper level eastbound Culebra, just north of downtown. That stall is broken down center lane. Little bit of a delay from Fredericksburg Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Force. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition product.
Cancer claims our loved ones every day. When the Bayer family lost company founder Perry Bayer to cancer, they established Bayer Cares. And this October, during Cancer Awareness Month, Bayer Boys will donate a portion of all service fees to the American Cancer Society. Please join us in our fundraising goal by visiting BayerCaresFoundation.com. There's a can in cancer, because together we can beat it.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MILE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening, because health is a long game and it's yours to win. Now, here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi? Learn more at depend.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right, everybody, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I like to take a look at what's going on in the world outside of sports.
Is there anything going on?
Oh, always.
Oh.
24-year-old man was arrested in Baltimore. Now, I know that this isn't Justin Tucker because he's not 24. But he was arrested for disorderly conduct after he reportedly was approaching women in Baltimore County with written threats soliciting sex.
Like
he's like the Notebook
like handed him a
bandit.
note?
Yeah, he's like all right.
What's this word here? I can't read your writing. You'll do what to me?
Yep.
I don't understand this.
All right. Hey, lady. Hey.
Read this. If you can read this, you're not close enough.
Hey. Give me sex.
Or else.
Or else.
You want to see what's behind door number 2?
You don't want to know.
It better not be number 2.
Yeah, you better.
I don't care who you are.
Pull my finger.
Micah Narte is accused of approaching at least 2 women outside businesses and making them read from a notebook that contained demands for sex and threats that he was armed with a weapon.
Here. Read it.
Investigators said that one letter said, "I will shoot you with a gun and kill you. Come with me and find a place to have sex and do your best and don't do anything about it and don't tell the police and don't tell anyone, even if you have the opportunity."
Sounds like a run-on sentence. We're going to have to break this sentence down here. Let me get my red marker.
I would, if I was one of those gals, if I were one of those gals, I would have said, "I ain't reading this essay, bro."
Your subject and predicate don't match. We're going to put a comma out here.
No puedo leer inglés. I mean,
Yeah.
No sabe.
Now,
C, I'm only going to have to give you a handy.
the police originally told the gal that no crime was committed because she hadn't seen a gun.
Well, that's what?
Yeah. So, I guess it's like there's discussion about whether or not it's a crime to
hand
write
someone
something.
a note that if you don't
didn't hand
have
it to
sex
him,
with me, or to show
just
him a note.
showed him a note. Yeah,
I think I can find a reasonable.
I would think so. This is not the first time he's made written threats, though. Also,
he's got wonderful handwriting.
He told the police. He told police in Washington D.C. that he wanted to speak to the president. At the time, he had a notebook saying he wanted to shoot someone, though he didn't have a gun with him at the time. In July, he left a note instructing a Walgreens clerk to leave money at a Carrabba's Italian Grill and threatening to shoot the clerk. He's now being held without bond.
He sounds perfectly sane. I don't know what the problem is.
I mean,
it seems like reasonable requests. They're in writing.
It also feels like if you put it in writing, you're kind of you're making evidence.
Well, it is in fact evidence of a potential crime. Let's not get past the fact that you're crazy.
Yeah. Greene County Sheriff Jonathan Bennison. This is Greene County, Alabama.
I bet he's got a nickname, one that we can't say out loud.
Buck. They call him Buck Bennison.
Mm-hmm. Is that it? I hope so.
I think so.
I know he's got a nickname if you're from Bama.
He spent $5 million from bingo operations that he oversees in the county for unauthorized purposes and now has to repay the money. First of all, a bingo game in Greene County, Alabama's bringing in $5 million.
I think they're laundering some money.
The findings included inadequate or no supporting documentation for $3.16 million paid directly to county employees from the bingo fund.
Yeah, they're moving bricks.
These were paid in addition to their salaries paid by the county commission.
So the bingo was helping to pay county employees?
It was giving them a little bonus fund, a slush fund.
I want to work for this for Buck.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And then $1.18 million went to consultants and attorneys for professional services.
Well, you have to protect yourself from the lawsuits from stealing the bingo money.
The rest went to merchants, individuals, restaurants, hotels, automotive repair shops, gas stations, and grocery stores.
Hookers and blow.
It was all cash, wasn't it?
Oh, it was all cash.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you think you can't play bingo on a credit card?
Sounds like sheriff's got himself a nice little operation down there in southern Alabama.
Well, he used to. It
Too bad.
It seems to be.
Who suffered? The county employees got a bonus? Everybody had a little fun? Paid for a few hookers here and there?
The IRS showed up?
It's all cash. Nobody got hurt.
I got a feeling that bingo, that ain't all bingo money.
Oh, I'm telling you, passed $3 million.
Yeah.
That wasn't bingo.
No way.
Ain't enough old ladies in that county.
A 44-year-old man, I know this isn't me because I'm 45 now, so don't point fingers.
All right.
Was arrested after committing lewd acts at a beach. multiple times. Oh, it does say in August. I was 44 back in August.
Multiple times, you say.
Yes.
That's a younger man.
Yeah. This is in Cape May County, New Jersey. Police say that a woman reported a man made her uncomfortable, briefly left the area, then returned nude and committed the lewd act.
Wonder what the act was. I don't know. He's totally nude. There's a lot of opportunity there. Oh, he's right.
One thing I know,
where you went to go get nude?
The changing room, I suppose. Like the bathroom.
You're
I don't know.
Get nude. Why do you go get privacy to go nude?
I think because if you're in front of a woman who doesn't want you to be naked and you start taking off your clothes, she's going to leave the scene.
But you're leaving the scene. They might see you coming. I don't know.
But if you just show up nude and start, noodling, then you're
hey lady,
you hit her by surprise.
I'll show you a trick.
You hit her by surprise.
Over the shoulder boulder holder.
That's right. What would you do? Have you ever been the best man in a wedding?
I have.
Yeah, me too.
What would you do if you were the best man at a wedding and while the wedding's going on, someone shows up and starts yelling at the groom? It starts,
what are they yelling?
Harassing him during the wedding. He crashes the wedding and he's mother effing him. And what do you do as the best man?
I believe it'd be my job to take him outside and have a discussion.
Well, apparently, in this instance, in Minnesota, in weddings in Minnesota, they shoot you. But I'm not sure why the best man was strapped.
At least the best man was adequately armed.
Yes. According to criminal complaint, police first responded to the shooting after 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. The victim was found bleeding profusely from gunshots to both legs. Bystanders had used belts to fashion tourniquets. Witnesses said the shooter was a man with dreadlocks wearing formal attire. He was seen jumping into a black SUV and beckoning for a woman and 3 kids to get in. Yeah, kids,
Babe,
I just shot somebody. We got to go.
We got to go.
Get the kids in the car. Police spoke with the groom, who said the victim had shown up without an invitation, approached him, and acted aggressive toward him because the groom did not attend a funeral. The groom said the shooting victim shoved him, and the next thing you heard was a gunshot, though he claimed not to have seen who fired the gun. The wedding photographer told police that he saw James get involved in the argument between the groom and the shooting victim. He recalled James shoving the shooting victim and hearing 2 gunshots before the victim fell, and then James ran away. At the hospital, the victim said he was at the wedding to pick up his wife and kids and chose to confront the groom about not attending a funeral or including his kids in the wedding.
This is family.
The victim then claimed the groom shoved him, but he did not respond. He alleged that James pulled out a gun and said, "We aren't playing that before he shot him. The victim also positively identified a photo of James as the gunman. So, unfortunately, he has now been placed under arrest.
Invite him to the funeral, man.
Yeah, maybe next time show up to the funeral and let my kids be your ring bearer.
Be the ring bearer. It's a little ass.
It's not that big of
a picture.
Yeah, man. Like these are good kids.
Shot him in the legs.
Good kids.
Then you shot him in the legs, man.
Good kids.
Mark Sanchez.
And finally, Rob, you actually turned me on to this.
I'm sorry.
There's a new Rush drummer.
Oh, yeah. It's a big deal.
She's a lady.
A lady German.
A lady drummer.
A lady German drummer.
Annika Nils is her name, and she is going on tour with Rush. Who needs Neil Peart? Overrated.
I guess so.
Everyone says that guy's so great. If he was so great, why'd he let a woman take his job?
He's been dead. He's been dead for a minute.
Oh, all right. Well,
he ain't happy right now.
Wake up and do something about it, bro.
I think Geddy Lee might be more effeminate than the drummer.
It is actually entirely possible. Yeah. So, but we will see. All right, friends.
That's a high bar to cross.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Did you see what the split is on the Nicole Kidman Keith Urban divorce?
Oh. Uh-oh. I wonder who's made more money.
Together they have a combined net worth of $325 million.
Mm-hmm.
and a portfolio of 11 properties worth $56 million, spanning the U.S., Australia, and elsewhere. Kidman's net worth is estimated at $250. She's the 8th highest paid actress of 2024. Urban is worth $75 million.
Oh, there we go.
And
he was a kept man.
Yes, there's no child support payments going to be made either way. They list both parents' monthly income at $100,000. But he does have a prenup where he may come out on top of this thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Well done, Mr. Urban.
Well done, Australian government. Giving the men a chance.
Oh, is this an Aussie?
Oh, yeah. They're both Australian.
I have no idea. Yeah, I just didn't know that they got married there. I have no idea what the law is down there.
Yes.
Spins the other direction.
According to the Economic Times, the 11 properties include their Nashville mansion, which is an 11,000 square foot estate on a 2-acre plot with a pool, tennis courts, home theater that they purchased for $3.5, but is now valued at $9 million.
Nice little pied-à-terre.
They've got a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom Canyon View home in Beverly Hills that they bought for $5, is now worth $9. A Sydney Harbor penthouse.
Ooh.
2 combined units in the Latitude building with views of the Sydney Harbor Bridge and the Opera House. That's valued at $27 million.
I'll take that one.
They own a Southern Highlands Bunya Hill estate in New South Wales.
You can have that one.
A 45-acre country retreat with a Georgian mansion, Black Angus cattle, and alpacas.
Oh.
And a New York City duplex that's valued at around $10 million, and an Australian farm that's worth about $4 million. So they got a little property to split up.
But they have no kids.
No, they do have kids.
Oh, they do have kids.
They've decided we're not going to do child support. Everybody's going to handle our kids. So there you go.
Well, I hope they find love.
I do too. Boy, do I ever. And I wonder who gets the hairdresser in the divorce.
Well, I think Keith Urban probably needs it.
Yeah, he might. All right, friends. That's what's happening outside of sports. We got one segment left, and every day we finish the last segment by taking a look at the daily lines. We will do that next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
How you feeling this morning? You in pain? Anything bothering you, keeping you out of your daily routine? If that is, stop. Life is too short, and there is a fix available to you right now, today, in fact. That's Arasti. Arasti providers are all around San Antonio. They open their doors. They're in business to get you back in business, back in the game, getting you out of pain. And what has made Arasti so successful, not only in San Antonio, but across the country, is how they do it. See, this is not like your typical doctor visit where you walk in, they check your blood pressure, check your heart, and say, here's some Tylenol, I hope you feel better, and come back if it continues to bother you. Or they go, hey, let's take a look at this. Maybe some surgery is required to get you out of pain. This is not what Arasti does. This is not their goal. Now, if you need surgery, they're going to send you to the right place. But if it can be fixed, they are the ones to fix it. When you walk into an Arasti provider, you get a full evaluation. They're going to find out what is causing your pain and then address the problem. And you would be amazed at how quickly the pain can dissipate with proper help from Arasti. On average, under 4 visits gets their patients back in the game. I have never seen that before, and I can tell you from personal experience, it is true. I've had lower back issues in my adult life and used to. It was 10 days on your back and another 20 limping around. Not anymore. Arasti gets you fixed, back in the game. So if it's a soft tissue injury, a sprain or a strain, frozen shoulder, lower back injuries, you ever had those stress kind of headaches that hit you right in the middle of the nose? Arasti can fix that too. You can go to their website, arasti.com. That's easy. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. You call them today, they will see you today. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arasti right now. They're going to get you fixed, and when they do, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, San Antonio, multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country, it all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The post-crib assembly press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Hey, I am Brant, and her name is Sherry, and she's a friend and a colleague of mine, and we were just praying for her, actually, because she had a major surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is Medi-Share. That's
of
right,
course.
yeah.
So what was your experience like with Medi-Share and your healthcare bills?
You know what? It was seamless, and it's such a blessing when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was.
Yeah.
Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems, and let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in and it's just what you need, it's so refreshing.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. People love Medi-Share and saving tons of money. The typical family, I'm fond of saying, could save $500 a month.
I am so thankful for Medi-Share. It's so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way, Brant.
It is a good different. Call right now. They're so easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
No idea. I find it comical that Pablo Torre every day has more so-called evidence or reports of wrongdoing, and the NBA is going to ask us to believe, okay, Mr. Silver, it's going to take a while. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah, we jamming. Hope you like jamming, too.
Oh, yeah.
I want to jam it with you, Dirty Vic.
Getting in the mood for after work.
Oh, for my nap? I hope you like napping too.
Yeah, I like to nap.
Rastafari, I and I.
That's right.
King Haile Selassie and I will smoke later. Commune with the king.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines.
I'd like to send
with
some
AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Major League Baseball. Logan Gilbert and the Mariners head to Detroit. Detroit Rock City. The Tigers go with Jack Flaherty. Mariners minus 135 favorites on the road.
Against Flaherty, too.
I like Flaherty. I
I
might
do.
go with a
That's
plus
crazy,
115 on the comeback. I might back the Dogs there at home. I can tell you I will not be backing the New York Yankees. Shane Bieber in the Bronx taking on Carlos Rodon and the Yankees. The Yankees are minus 160 favorites. They have shown no life in this series. I am not running out to bet them as a favorite. I think that's insane, quite frankly. And then tomorrow's matchups, Jamison Tyone for the Cubs, a minus 125 favorite. Quinn Priester going for the Brewers. That's in Chicago. And Aaron Nola is at the Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto going for the Dodgers. Dodgers are minus 180 at home. You can get plus 150 back on Aaron Nola, which is a pretty good price, too, even though Yamamoto's been pretty damn good. Guess what tonight is? Opening night of the NHL.
You got hockey tonight.
3 games. 3 games, boys. Let's start with the Chicago Blackhawks. They're at the Florida Panthers. Oh, why not start the season off with the defending champs against a really crappy team? Panthers minus 285 hosting the Blackhawks. The Pittsburgh Penguins are at the New York Rangers. Rangers are minus 225. And the Colorado Avalanche are at the LA Kings, although the Colorado Avalanche, without their starting goaltender, Blackwood, is not going to play tonight. He did not make the road trip, but they are still a pick'em on the road in LA, taking on the Kings, who are pretty bad. Early NFL lines to look at here. We have a Eagles-Giants Thursday night matchup. Eagles 7-point favorites on the road.
That's not enough.
Oh, you don't think?
No, man. You see that Jackson Dart offense?
Yeah, I played under 41.5. I don't trust either one of these offenses, so under 41.5 felt like a pretty good play for me. Broncos laying 7.5 at the Jets.
That's not enough either.
I don't think so either. Colts laying 6.5 at home against Arizona.
Huh.
Cowboys minus 3.5 at Carolina.
That's fair.
Although it looks like the money's coming in on Carolina. We may get some threes if you like the Cowboys. I would wait a little bit. Cleveland is at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh minus 4.5.
Here it goes.
I think Pittsburgh. I don't think much of Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh minus 4.5. Consider Pittsburgh just had a bye week. They're all rested. What'd Cleveland do?
Traveled overseas.
They flew across the world, played a football game, lost it, and they chose not to take a bye week? No, Pittsburgh's gonna give them the business, I think.
I don't know, man. That defense for Cleveland is pretty damn good. I'm waiting to see Aaron go against a decent defense.
Chargers minus 4.5 at Miami. I like the Chargers there, too, to kind of bounce back.
Just out of revenge.
Yeah. Rams are at the Ravens. Rams are minus 7.5. I like the over. 44.5. Who's stopping who?
If I'm McVay, I put it out to my team. This is your chance to get 50.
Go score 100.
We're gonna keep throwing till the end of this game, so be ready.
Oh, my head hurts looking at this game. 49ers plus 3 at Tampa. Who's going to be luckier is the question. I've got no idea. I tend to lean towards the 49ers catching 3 full points.
Home humidity. That Tampa squelching heat is going to squash them.
Jags 1.5-point home favorites against Seattle.
This is a heck of a football game.
That is going to be a good game. 2 teams that I actually kind of like. That seems a little disrespectful to the Jags after what they just did.
Well, they took a 99-yard return back and a stumbling quarterback to get through last night, so I can see a little bit of cautious money. But I think
Sam Darnold's not Patrick Mahomes
I can see
either.
the cautious money. At home, I like them.
The game of the week of the year. The Tennessee Titans at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Somebody got to win.
Someone's got to win.
Someone's going to. Well, no. As a Cowboy fan, that's not necessarily the case.
Raiders are 4.5-point favorites. I saw a thing floating around on Instagram yesterday. You know how it's like you'll see the build the perfect quarterback, and it's like Dan Marino's arm and Joe Montana's moxie and John Elway's legs. Yeah. Well, this one was build the worst quarterback in the NFL, and it said Geno Smith's arm, Geno Smith's field awareness, everything was all Geno Smith.
I'd put Justin Fields in awareness.
Well, Trevor Lawrence isn't great with awareness either. What an ugly game that Raiders-Titans game is going to be. Maybe it's enough to get Brian Callahan fired if you lose to the Raiders.
And last week wasn't?
Well, they won last week.
Oh, no, I was thinking Raider coach.
No, Carroll, yeah.
Callahan's safe.
He shouldn't be.
Well, I know, but he's got
worst
time.
coach in the
league.
Got
time on his side.
I almost bet the Bengals last week, Rob, and I was so embarrassed, because we talked about it, and I was like, I'm just not going to do it. It's going to be too embarrassing. There is a time where teams become too bad to bet, even when the situation's right. Now the Bengals are in Green Bay. Do you know what the number is?
8?
What number would interest you in betting the Bengals?
To bet the Bengals? Well, at 8, I'm interested. No.
Well, you're going to love 14.5.
I'm about to say, that's even that.
14.5. I feel like the sports gods are saying you've got to bet the Bengals this week, and I don't want to.
On the road, no.
Okay.
Not even close, man.
The Patriots getting some love after their big win over Buffalo. They're 3.5-point road favorites in New Orleans.
New Orleans showed some life last week.
Well,
but
yeah,
nothing.
They played the Giants. That shows life for everybody.
I'll give. Let's give Spencer Rattler a little bit of some flowers here.
He's not as bad as I thought.
He's not god awful.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And then Sunday Night Football, Detroit at Kansas City.
Boy.
Kansas City, a 1.5-point favorite at home.
There'll be some sad Swifties on Monday.
Man, that's going to be
sad old Swifties.
2 Monday night games. We got a 6:15 and a 7:15 game on Monday night. Bills minus 4.5 at Atlanta. Chicago plus 4.5 at Washington.
They're just trying to hide those games, man.
Yeah, I think so. All right, that does it for us, friends. We're going to go home and take a nap.
Probably.
But we will come back tomorrow and do this all over again. A midweek show, a hump day show, as they call it even.
Yeah, man.
Jason and Joe perform a program called The Blitz. That comes on at 2 o'clock on this station. Be there or be a dummy.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you